Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful. B3 Picks TV, man, we back again. Y'all tap the like button on the way in. Follow the channel, help the channel grow. Appreciate you. Support the channel, man. Hit the Cash App, do all of that. What's goody? Talk to me, man. Oh, I already know my service about to go out. Hey, listen, I'm about to get into a decent spot so we can start the show. My bad, my apologies in advance. But listen, the grind don't stop, man. The grind don't stop. Road show, we working. We're moving around, but we still giving thanks. The link is in the chat, so y'all pull up. Come kick it with me. Come chop it up. Let me see here. Let me find a little spot to park real quick. Dang, let me know if my audio coming through, bro. Let me know how the audio coming through for the people, man. Hey, listen. So we gonna cook a little bit on. We gonna cook on a lot of things today. We definitely gonna talk about this past weekend, man. These fights this past weekend. Whoa. Whoa. Now, of course, you know, hey, appreciate you, Dank. Of course, you know, that Pacheco card, man, listen, I understand what Matchroom is doing. Shout out to Matchroom. Uh, they still trying to do some things in the US of A, which is good. Brother. Yeah, I had some just distracting me. I ain't gonna hold you. I had a phone distraction, Dank. But let me say this, right? And that's supposed to be my work phone. Yeah, I'm all over the place, right? But listen, Scott Nicholson, you gotta do better, sweetheart. You gotta do better. I definitely understand the game hit and not get hit. You know, that's the name of the game. You know, you wanna protect yourself at all times. You know, you wanna play the hit and not get hit game. I definitely understand that. Being an outboxer and all that good stuff. But when we talk about entertaining fights, that wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. Yeah, man. And Luna, I knew Luna was an outboxer as well. You know, she's not really an aggressive fighter. So what I don't know what Eddie Hearn was doing. Eddie, man, you gotta do better, bro. Or whoever was matchmaking that matchup for Sky, y'all kind of gotta do better. I know y'all want to kind of, you know, put that interim belt around her waist and all, but I mean, on the back of what Devin said, man, Devin called her what did he say? She's ass. Devin called her an ass fighter, and you gonna put her in there with Luna, Cobracita? Bad move. Bad move, bro. Horrible move. I don't know why. I mean, I guess y'all figured that Sky could outbox her, you know, moving her up. Y'all, I mean, Luna's coming up from smaller weights, from like 118 and 117 or whatever the case may be. So I can understand the concept, but nah, man. Nah, you can't let that happen again. That was horrible for TV. Uh Now let me say this real quick before I go into Pacheco. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. AJ versus Fury is locked in for 2026. Turkey was not gonna let his dream fight pass him by. He wanted to lock in Fury versus AJ. Even with all the losses, even with all the ups and downs from both guys' careers, Turkey's still gonna pay big dollar, top dollar to make AJ Fury. And I need to know from the people. I should have put that in the thumbnail. Um, Is this the biggest fight in boxing? Let me change the title so people can actually pull up with a question, right? Let me change let me add to the title, right? Let me add to the title right real quick. Hold on real quick. My bad. My bad, y'all. If it'll let me. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put biggest fight in boxing. And I'm gonna put a question mark, right? So that'll be the question for the day. Anybody that pull up, hit the panel. I want to kind of know your thoughts. I hate, man. Listen, it's always listen. Why this thing don't never let me adjust? I guess I gotta wait. I guess I gotta wait. But is this the biggest fight in the sport? That's what I want to know from the people. I know, they're gonna say it probably on the UK side of things, but I want to know from the American fan perspective. Is this the biggest fight for boxing? AJ Fury. Yup, AJ Fury. So they locked it in. AJ's fighting this week. He has Jake Paul on the line, and I'm expecting him to brutally stop Jake Paul. Um, if not brutal, it's definitely gonna be a slacking, and it's just gonna be over, right? So shout out to Alicia Baumgarten. We get to see the bomb on the undercard versus Lila Boydon, and then we also would get Shanika Johnson, Sugarnique Johnson. And then we have Yokasta Valle, right? And I'm trying to think of who else. I'm trying to think who else. Oh yeah, Anderson Silva versus Tyrone Woodley on the undercard. So yeah, so it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting to see. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a good fight, big fight for boxing. Just kind of, it's gonna be on a Friday, so that'd be good. That'd be good for the sport. But Fury is back, man. Fury is coming back. I seen Fury training. Fury is always in the gym. He was training, so I'm assuming that, man, he's training for his big fight. I'm sure he's gonna probably get 100 million at least to come out of and fight AJ. AJ probably get the same amount, and it's gonna be a crazy fight for the sport. So yeah, we can cook on this a little bit today. We can talk about who's a good undercard, maybe who's a good co-main, any UK fighters you want to see on the on the undercard. I know Figueroa versus Nick Ball is already locked in, so we won't get Nick Ball on the undercard, but we will. I believe we might even get Devin Haney on this undercard. Don't watch out for that. Watch Devin possibly fighting in the UK. They've been talking about him versus Lewis Crocker in Belfast, and I guess they're gonna give the champ a title shot. Hold on, let me say this right. I saw that between Eddie Hearn and Bill Haney, right? Shout out to Eddie Hearn and salute to the family, Mike Rim. What's good, Mike? Now, Lewis Crocker and bringing Devin Haney to for his first title defense in Belfast, bad move. You gonna take this brother home for his hometown fight with his first title defense, cause Free gonna tell you ain't even a champ unless you defend the belt. So, and you won it vacantly and in a controversial decision with Patty. So you gonna bring Devin Haney to Ireland? Stop capping. Eddie Hearn gotta stop capping, bro. Listen, be genuine with the public, man. Don't when you got in front of Bill, you kind of you got a little emotional because Bill is behind the scenes. He's in DMs. He's trying to make fights happen. He's probably let Lewis Crocker know, hey, we got money on the table for you. We got money on the table for Lewis Crocker. So don't accept pennies on the dollar when you can fight Devin Haney. So from a business perspective, it makes sense for Lewis Crocker to fight Devin. But don't do it in your backyard. You gonna do it in front of your fans. You gonna get beat up by Devin Haney in front of your Belfast fans. Bad move. Fight that brother in the US or fight him in Riyadh. Now, if you're talking about a home field advantage might be your best option, Go another route. That ain't the route. That ain't the route. I'm gonna be honest with you. That ain't the route. But I know Eddie is in business with Riyadh season and Turkey, so he's not gonna make a Lewis Crocker fight and potentially upset Turkey. So what he's going to do is he's going to wait and see if they can line something up with Devin Haney. And I think that's really the best bet financially for Lewis Crocker. So outside of Lewis Crocker, Devin Haney, I think that'll be a solid co-main for the AJ Fury card. I think that'd be a fire co-main, right? You get a unification at 147. And then maybe Hamza Shiraz, Christian and Billy. Yeah. Now they might try to slide that in and not have Devin Haney on his card, but we all know that Turkey owes Devin a fight. So and Devin's not sitting out all year waiting on a fantasy fight with Ryan Barrios winner or Rolly Romero Pacquiao winner. Some we can't guarantee is gonna happen. We can't guarantee those fights. So uh Devin and Bill are working hard to kind of get a matchup before the end of the year. Excuse me, at the beginning of the year, right? And God willing, it's going to be on a ring card. It's going to be in conjunction with Turkey, because Turkey is pretty much making big events, and they locked everybody in on this DAZN pay per view. Everybody that did the subscription, a $45 month subscription, that's a year subscription. And it's kind of no way around it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to get out of it because they was about to charge me a second time uh this morning. So yesterday, on Saturday, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and man, after the Pacheco, I'm like, man, listen, I can get it if I want. I'll pay for it before the 27th or whatever the case may be, right before the anyway fight. No siree. Your ass is locked in. Now, if you want to disconnect your card and do all of that, and then they probably try to bill you after the fact, and that's too much. That's too much. I say, you know what? I cover the 44.99 and just every month, but I know that I gotta make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in life, and continuing to grow, so that way that's not a hassle for me, right? The 44.99. But we got that. Shout out to Mad Chat. Anybody on Stream Mad Chat hook me up with StreamYard. So I was able to get a 6 month discount on StreamYard. So I'm only paying $26.99 versus $44.99 for StreamYard. So I was able to save some money there. But y'all be careful, and then you got to read the fine line. I kind of figured it was a year, but I thought you could cancel it when you wanted to. Now, so they got everybody that signed up for that ultimate bundle package with the zone. You locked in for a whole year. Just keep that in mind. You locked in for a year. So I already canceled mine, so that way it won't auto renew. But I'm still locked in paying monthly. So I will be watching Inouye versus Picasso. And I believe they're gonna have Nakatani on that undercard. So that's gonna be a nice, really good card. It's the Night of the Samurai. They also got my guy James Dickens, Jazza Dickens. That's gonna be a tough fight versus Hayota Susumi. But he probably can't win that fight. James is tough. He ain't playing around. He's really punching on dudes. He beat the dog life out of Albert I think it's Boctagiri. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a good fight though. Good fight, but he beat him. He stopped him, beat him bad. Took his interim spot. And I think they just elevated Jazz to the full champion. So he won that fight. And then Lamont Rose dropped the title. So now he got elevated to full champion. So shout out to Jazz Dickens, right? And hopefully Ray Ford can get that fight with the winner. That'd be good for the winner to get a Ray Ford title shot, right? Let Ray Ford get a title shot. That'd be good. 130, it's a lot of movement there. Nunez versus Navarrete is in February, so we got something to look forward to at 130. And we're gonna keep grinding. We working. I'm gonna get me a cup of coffee a little later. I'm already out here on this road. I was doing some dash, and then my friend called me, so we was cooking. And yeah, wow, that was fire though, man. Listen, hey hey, listen, y'all gotta listen. Support the channel, man. Y'all gotta put your guy on world travel, man. I gotta move around. I need to get on world travel because it's a lot that I'm missing out on. uh I gotta get global with it. I got to. It's mandatory, man. All right, so let me say this, right? Outside of that, Diego Pacheco this weekend. Man, listen, he had a tough, hard night's work with Kevin Lily Sagel. Lily Sagel, man, gave him a tough night at the office. That was a tough night. He got dropped. Diego got dropped and everything. So I was thinking that, okay, if he would have been able to get through Kevin, my bad. If he was able to get through Kevin Lily Sagel unscathed, I believe the Christian and Billy fight next would have made sense. But I don't know. I don't know where they go from here. Now, rumor has it they want Hamza Shiraz versus Diego Pacheco. They trying to line Pacheco up. They trying to line Pacheco up, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. They trying to line Pacheco up for, I guess it'll be a good fight. What's y'all thoughts on that Shiraz versus uh Pacheco? I don't like it for Pacheco. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I don't like it Billy fight for Pacheco right now. It's unfortunate, man. One bad performance. It's a couple back-to-back performances that was really tough on Pacheco. Like Sean, if you watch Pacheco, Sean McCallum gave Pacheco a tough fight. Uh, So Cold Steven Nelson gave Pacheco a very tough fight. And then also, um, Kevin Lily Sagel, man, just gave Pacheco a real hard night work, dropped him and everything. So appreciate you. What's good, Bella? Shoot to the queen, man. Bella said, I thought and Billy Shiraz got ordered. It did. WBC did order that fight. We just got to see if they get it over the line. You know, the WBC, they order a lot of fights. But then if somebody's not ready, or if they want to do a fight with somebody else, they'll kind of move around, right? WBC good at doing that. They always like to move around, and wherever they're gonna get that sanctioning, wherever they're gonna get them dollars from, that's who they going with. That's where they rocking. Hey, listen, let me play this real quick while the people come out. Listen, somebody click the link so we can move around, get this on the road. If not, I'm gonna cook with the people, and then we gonna just cook. But let me run this. Shout out to Bud, man. He called them out. He called the WBC out, and hey, this was legendary right here.
Have to pay to carry your belt. You should be paying me. If you want to be truthful, you should be paying me. This dude gets on a plane, gets a hotel suite. Him and his buddies, they go out to dinner, 5-star meals, all that, and guess who got to pay for it? Us fighters. We paying for y'all to come out here, have the time of y'all life, stay in the best hotels of y'all life, and it's all done on our dime. It's done on our dime. Do that sound right to y'all? It's crazy, ain't it? Pay you more than the other sanctioned bodies because you feel like you better than them. How in the world all the sanctioned bodies agreed to the same amount, but you sit your motherfucking ass up there and say that I need to apologize to you? The fuck? You can take the fucking belt. It's a trophy anyway. The fuck am I paying you every time I step foot in the fucking ring? Mauricio, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because everybody in the world know you was going for Canelo. You was mad that I beat Canelo. It's okay. It happens, you know. But if you a real fan of the sport, you would have, you know, said congratulations instead of having that little smirk on your face, all mad and pouting. But listen though, you should have took the money, and you should have been thankful and grateful that I was rocking your belt around as your champion. Still the champion. Can't take that away from me. History already been made, baby. The great, like I said yesterday, I am legend. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
Shout out to Crawford. Legend in the sport. I am legend. Crawford, aka I am legend. That's hard. Shout out to Bud, man. Hey, listen, he did the job. Now, and these sanctioning bodies, so I did see a clip. I kind of downloaded it, but it was long. I haven't been able to chop it up really because I was kind of moving around, right? But and I had a TikTok live earlier. It was a good live. But let me say this. Bernard Hopkins and the WBA, I don't know if there was a conference, they had convention. Listen, they speaking out. They speaking out based on everything that's happening with TKO and Zuffa boxing and the politicians. There's a lot of movement going on for boxing in general. They're about to make a lot of changes in the sport. So the sanctioning bodies are rallying. They're trying to rally with these other promoters to kind of make sure they can stay or keep a foothold in boxing, right? That was crazy. They're trying to keep a foothold in the sport of boxing, and it's not looking likely. It's looking like there's going to be a lot of a big and Saudi investment, and they're gonna possibly end up buying out the promoters. And that's just really what it comes down to. I think that's what a lot of people are looking at, is that boxing is about to change drastically within the next 2.5, 3 years, starting right now. So it's 26. By 2028, boxing is going to be look completely different. It's going to look completely different between 28 and 2028, 2029. Oh yeah, 2028, yeah, because you got whole 2027 too. So yeah, probably even by 2027, but for sure by 2028, boxing is gonna be a makeover. Now, I need to know, as y'all, if do y'all believe, are we still gonna have top ranked boxing, PBC, Matchroom, Queensberry? What's gonna happen? What's y'all thoughts, man? Are they gonna buy out all of these big promoters, these major promoters? Like, that would be nuts. And have one belt, one banner for the sport of boxing. That'd be lovely. Nah, that'd be lovely for sure. 1000%. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the transition of the sport, becoming more 50-50 fights, less political back and forth, you know, BS ranking systems and things of that nature, or paid for rankings. I don't want that, man. I want the best people to be ranked where they supposed to be, and then that way we get the best matchups. You know, being 14-0, taking one loss, I don't want that to ruin a career. Like with the UFC guys, right? Like, you can take a loss in the UFC and then you can come right back. You come right back. Because you won a contract. They have to bring you back. It's mandatory. So with boxing, that's what we need, man. We need guys not going on the shelf for a year, year and a half, 2 years when they take a loss, man. They need to be able to redeem themselves. You know, they need an opportunity to be able to show that they can compete. Come on, man. That's what we need for the sport. So we need these top competition, these top guys competing against each other. I mean, I wish I was able to make a video for the day, man. I wasn't. I was moving around. I gotta put some more content together for AJ Fury, but also for Jake and AJ this weekend. Oh, excuse me, this Friday. Now, this fight right here between AJ and Jake, I think it's actually gonna be a real fight. I do believe AJ is going to really. I think he's really going to try to put hands on Jake. I think he's probably going to really hurt Jake in the first couple of rounds, and then I think Jake is going to get on his bike. He's going to get on his bike to the point where either AJ can't hit him, or to the point where he just gets stopped. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, you ain't even fighting now, man. Go ahead and get up out of there. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a great performance by AJ, so that way we don't interfere with the Fury AJ big fight in 2026. I definitely want to see Alicia Baumgardner. She's fighting Lila Boydon. Lila Boydon is pretty tough. I like Lila Boydon. Hold on, let me since I'm sitting here, right? Let me pull up some highlights of Lila. I wanted to watch Lila Boydon. I watched her a couple weeks back, but I've been so busy that I haven't got put an eye on her in a while. Let me put an eye on her real quick. Oh yeah, she stopped McCallum. That was disgusting the way she stopped McCallum. Yeah, I gotta get some video. I'm gonna get some video of this lady. She ain't playing. She's punching. I'm watching her right now. She's yeah, I was saying when she stopped Elhim, I was like, wow. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting her to stop Elhim like that. That was kind of crazy. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Oh, and she fought on ESPN before. She fought Crespo on ESPN. Ooh. Hey, hold on now. She got the short step game going, and she got a nice right hand. Mm-hmm. She she like to pro with the jab. Yeah, she like to do that lead straight right hand. You gotta watch. Alicia better be ready for that straight right hand, that lead straight. Okay, she like to throw the 2-1. I like that. She not gonna be strong enough for well, we'll see. We'll see. She's a good boxer though. I like how she's boxing. I like how she's boxing. She's boxing very well. So yeah, so I'm gonna do some more film study. And shout out to Champ Ross. Champ Ross, shout out to our brother Champ. He was at the fight over the weekend, man. He got a picture with Sky. He was really happy. That's really why he was up in there. You know what I'm saying, for the beautiful Sky. But I mean, I wish he put on a performance for him. That just wasn't it. That wasn't a performance. That wasn't it at all. Um, that just wasn't it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, nah. That was she gotta do better than that. Do better than that for the public and for your fans. Um Alicia might mess around and overwhelm Lila Boydon. I like Lila though. Yeah, cause this gonna be a good fight right here. This is gonna be a real good fight. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping Lila look like she coming to fight. She look like she ready. Lila look like she ready. So shout out to them. If y'all check the channel, I got a few posts for the first face offs of the week. They locking in on Friday, so we don't have too many days left to kind of sit here and wait. So that's we locked in. It's fight week. Let me pull up the card real quick, and then let me pull up the card real fast. Hold on, y'all. Let me see here. Yo, that's crazy. This is wild right now. Oh, and we got big fights on this Wednesday. I almost forgot. Nonito Donaire is back on Wednesday. Hold on, let me see who doing this fight. See if I can get some TV on this fight. Cause you know I want to see Nonito Donaire. Shout out to the legend. Shout out to the Filipino Flash. I definitely want to see Donaire. I thought Sego Curry was gonna retire. He didn't retire. Okay, he fighting the Venom. Nah, this dude gonna get stopped by Sego Aku. Okay, so yeah, so this gonna be a nice card on Wednesday. On Wednesday, who's doing this? Okay, Tech and Promotions. Okay, Tech. Okay, because they got Princessa Anthony Alasagawa versus Taku Kawahara. Hold on, they changed his opponent. Oh no, they didn't change his opponent. They didn't change his opponent. That's Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, they didn't change his opponent. I'm thinking about Renee Santiago. So Renee Santiago is about to fight Kayosuke Takami. This 23-year-old, he's nice, bruh. This dude he's nice. He beat Eric Rosa bad. It was ugly. All right, that's gonna be a good card. That's probably early Wednesday morning. So look out for that. I'm gonna try to see if I can find some TV. Hopefully, it's gonna be on Top Rank Classics. If it's not on Top Rank Classics, God willing, it's on the Zone. Um, but that's gonna be early morning grind. Oh, Tim Zoo is back on Wednesday too. Shout out to Tim Zoo, he's back. So that's good to see. That's good to see. He's fighting Anthony Velasquez, 18-0, one draw. Who signed this dude to get the what the hell? I guess he fooled. I don't know why. It's Tim Zoo, Juan Claudio. Salute, family. But come cook with me, Juan, if you ain't busy. But why is Tim Zoo fighting an 18-0 fighter with 15 KOs? Let me. He's from America. He's from Springfield, Massachusetts. Hold on, let me see. He's probably a young. I gotta put some tape. I gotta put eyes on him. He's 29. Okay, okay, I see. They want to make it look good. He probably gonna beat this guy. This guy never fought nobody undefeated. He got a draw with Rashid Evans. So yeah, this probably a good comeback fight for Tim Zoo. But Tim Zoo is back on Wednesday, so y'all keep that in mind. Yeah, y'all keep that in mind. Tim Zoo will be back this week. And hold on, let me see. I want to see on this card real quick. The Tim Zoo card, and then we're gonna go to the Friday card. Dang, so Wednesday gonna have the fights for us. That's what's up. We got a lot of movement. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, Juan. You got to know these guys. Anthony Velasquez can box. See there? And I was saying he from Massachusetts. He from Springfield. Okay. I knew somebody could know him. Pull up, Juan. Dang, so he from Springfield? That's lit. He said, that's my guy right there. Okay, cool. That's what the people want to hear. That's what the people need to know. Is he going to upset Tim Zoo? He got a lot of stoppages. He got a whole lot of stoppages. He's 18-0 with 15 KOs. Only one draw. So that's good, bro. That's good for his man. Listen, if he can beat up Tim Zoo, that'll be a big deal. Man, no limit. They bringing back Sam Goodman. That's pretty fast. Sam Goodman is back on this card. Uh, Outside of that, let me see. Dang, I thought that was yeah, he's fighting Tyler Blizzard, 10-0, 4 KOs. Yeah, this guy can't compete with no Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman gonna box that the boy head off. And probably, well, he's not really a stoppage type of guy, but he may stop him. We'll see. All right, let me pull up the Jake Paul card real quick, just to kind of break down who's on that card, so we can kind of get an idea of what type of fight this is gonna be. My bad. I got a phone call. I'm back. Let me see. So Jake Paul is 12-1 pro record with 7 KOs. This is his pro record. Ali Epson Gibb, first round KO. Nate Robinson, second round KO. Ben Askren, first round KO. 8 round split decision, Tyron Woodley. 6 round KO, Tyron Woodley. 8 round unanimous decision, Anderson Silva. 8 round split decision, Tommy Fury. Loss. So that's his only loss, right? And then he got a 10 round Nate Diaz, UD. Andre August, first round KO. Ryan Borland, first round KO. Mike Perry, 6 round KO. Mike Tyson, 8 round unanimous decision. Then Julio Cesar Chavez, 10 round unanimous decision. All right. Now he has AJ fighting. He's fighting AJ this Friday. 8 rounder, 3 minute rounds. I don't think he can last. I don't think he's gonna last those rounds. I don't think he's gonna last those rounds at all. T Hill, salute family. What's goody? Hey, the West Coast is awake. That's what I like to see. Now I'm just running through the cards this weekend, and man, I mean running through the cards for this upcoming week, right? We got Tim Zoo this upcoming week. We got Nonito Donaire, the Filipino Flash. He's fighting. He's fighting in Japan. So that's pretty huge, right? And then on Friday we have the big fight, Jake Paul AJ. On the undercard, we have Anderson Silva, Tyron Woodley. I believe that's the co-main. We got Alicia Baumgardner, Lila Boydon, Shanika Johnson versus Amanda Gaye, Caroline Dubois. Keep forgetting Caroline Dubois is on this card. So I think Yokasa's not on this card no more. Maybe her fight got scrapped. Maybe her fight was moved to another card. So I'll kind of confirm that, but I'm not seeing her on here anymore. So, but shout out to Yokasta, right? Now, Caroline Dubois is fighting Camilla Panada. Oh, Camilla Panada. She's Italian. She lives in West Palm. Nice, Southpaw, 34 years of age. This might kind of be short notice, but she just fought back in August. So she ready. But she fought at she weighed in at 128 in August. She get lost at what weight did she lose at? It don't show us. Okay, she's a 128 pounder moving up. Yeah. So hopefully, hold on, let me see what her record is. 8-2-1. I don't want to check that right now while I'm on this live with this phone. But I definitely want to see if there's a line on Caroline Dubois. But I'm sure before the before Friday, they may put something up. Nonito plus 270 underdog. Plus 270 right now, Nonito. Let me see here. Now let me see what else I got. I'm looking. Okay, so the Pro Box card is on Thursday. Pro Box is back as well on Thursday. Ramon Cardenas versus Eric Robles. I'm gonna check that card to see if they put any top fighters on the undercard. Also, the guy Giorgio Vizioli, who we know to sign with Matchroom, he has his own main event in the UK on Wednesday. So man, there's a lot going on this week. A lot of boxing this week. Okay, so yeah, so Yokasta Valle was supposed to fight Yadidra Bustillos. And I think that fight is probably not gonna happen anymore, but I'll confirm well before Friday, right? And no line on Caroline's fight just yet. I think they probably know that Caroline is gonna run through this young lady, so there's no line on it. But Lila Boydon is a plus 800 underdog money line. Can Leela Boy don't get the job done? Who is Leela Boy don't fought? Let me see. Who is she fought to even get in there with Alicia and get this win? Now we could say that about Elise Turhan though, but Elise Turhan was stepping on shorties before she fought Beatrice Ferreira. She was knocking girls ish loose. Pop a lot of smoke. Smoke, what's happening? Appreciate you pulling on smoke. Listen, AJ Fury is locked in. I need to know from y'all. They didn't let me update the once you start the live, they don't let you update, the headline or the whatever. But I wanted to put, is this the biggest fight in boxing? I want to know from the people, is AJ versus Fury the biggest fight for the sport? What's going on, Bruce Gas? Salute, family. Yeah, and YouTube, they playing with my numbers. I don't know why. I don't know what I've done, or maybe it's because of who I'm affiliated with. I don't know. But they lying about how many people is in my lives, whether it's between StreamYard, YouTube. I'm not getting all of the comments, and something going on with the algorithm. But we gonna keep working. We was grinding. We went from 369 to 445 subscribers in like 7 days. So you know that monetization starts after 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. We already put in. It's probably gonna be 28. It's gonna be over 2,800 watch hours after this live. So we right there. All we need 500 subscribers, and we pretty much going to touch that first tier of monetization hopefully this month, right? Thank God, by the grace of God. So I appreciate everybody supporting the channel, helping the channel grow, you know, and God willing, y'all continue to support, because listen, when I'm on top, we all on top. And that's a fact. That's how I'm gonna carry it. Trust me. Trust me. Hey. You ain't gotta worry about me being Hollywood. Y'all ain't gotta worry about it. I might be around. I might be in the mix. But listen, I'm gonna keep my roots. I'm gonna keep my feet on the ground. We tell the young people, man, get outside your room, get off that TV, get off that computer, get outside your room, put your toes in the sand, put your toes in the grass. This is what ladies say. They're like, man, you need to put your toes in the grass, get grounded, get grounded. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I appreciate everybody in the building showing love. So a couple of things, a couple of notes from the weekend. Sky Nicholson got to do better. I love Sky, beautiful lady. On the back of the criticism, right? She kind of, I don't know what y'all thought. Now, I know Sky's style, right? So that's why I was even looking at Luna to potentially upset Sky. But when I watched Luna, I did my film study, I picked Sky by UD because she's not an aggressive pressure fighter. You have to aggressively pressure Sky to the point where she's uncomfortable. She's forced to clinch, and she gets all red, and you just make her uncomfortable, like Tierra Brown. Shout out to Tierra Brown. We made money on Tierra Brown versus Sky in Australia. Now, if there was a situation where I was concerned, because I was watching Showbiz, he was calling a fight that morning, right? For the Australia card. And the way he was calling it, he was scoring everything for Sky. He was had Sky winning like 7-3 or something like that. So, but I had it a completely different way. And I live bet Tierra Brown, we made money, but I didn't see it that way at all. I didn't see it the way he seen it. And Tierra Brown, she got the win on in Australia. So shout out to Australia. Australia not they're not into well, from what I've seen, everything has been on the up and up. So shout out to Australia. They doing things the right way, right? And that's what it's about. It's about doing things the right way. We want to have competition in boxing, but we want it to be fair competition, right? Even playing field. So I was truly appreciative that they actually gave Tierra Brown the win, because she earned it. She fought the better fight, and Sky, she was struggling. She was fighting for her life. She was holding on for dear life. So yeah, so let me I'm over here looking at this man, I tell you, that was crazy earlier. That was wild. Man, but shout out to TikTok. TikTok is doing some good things for me over here. I'm growing. I'm everything is growing. Everything is moving in the right direction. Um, just got to continue to grind. You know, continue to put my feet to the pavement and continue to work. So it was a lot, and there's a lot was going on over this past week. You know, we had the Shakur T.O. press conference. That was fire. That was lit. I was extremely impressed with that. Extremely impressed. I let me say this to y'all real quick, right? I do want to see this fight is going to be fire. I think this fight is being overlooked a little bit in the sense that these two young fighters are really like the future of the sport. You know, in conjunction with some of the other young fighters, right? So I'm looking forward to this matchup. I'm looking forward to Tio versus Shakur, and I just feel like it's going to be uh, a great fight, a great technical fight. I think it's going to be a great technical fight. Now, whether it's fan friendly, mm, we got to see. We got to see how it play out. But technically, stylistically, I think it's going to be a fun fight for the public, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, AJ versus Fury, I'm leaning towards Fury. I was leaning AJ. It depends on how Fury looks, but uh Fury's training. That's all we can say. Fury is training. AJ has an upcoming fight, so he's training. I just didn't like how he took so many punches in the Dubois fight. That was horrible. AJ, a former unified champion, a two-time heavyweight champion. I thought it was disgraceful that he let Daniel Dubois beat him to a pulp. So if it's that type of fight, I see Fury clipping AJ and hurting AJ. I won't be surprised if Fury stops AJ. And I know after AJ stops Jake, everybody's gonna be high on Joshua, right? They're gonna be happy, thankful that Joshua got the job done versus Jake. But Fury is a whole different animal. Fury, that's an entirely different ball game, and I'm expecting I'm not expecting that fight to go the distance. That'll probably be my cover on that fight. That fight not to go the distance. Don't that ain't going 12. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Cause AJ gonna go in there with bad intentions. He has to set himself apart for this generation. And if they do it, do y'all feel like it makes sense to do AJ Fury Wilder Usyk same card, or does it have to be different cards? Now Usyk being the undisputed champion, or excuse me, he only has 3 belts now, so he's not undisputed no more. I think they'll do separate cards. I do think they'll do separate cards, but do it like tournament style. There's no tournament involved because Wilder ain't gonna fight Fury, but Wilder AJ does make sense. But Usyk is gonna stop Wilder. We still gonna end up getting AJ Wilder. I just thought about it. Fury is more than likely gonna beat AJ, and Usyk is more than likely gonna be Wilder. So we probably will still receive that fight for the public. So we'll probably will still see AJ Wilder. So we got a lot to look forward to in the sport. It's a lot of exciting things coming up in the sport. I'm looking forward to it. Um, yeah, that's it. I mean, outside of that, let me think. What else happened? What else happened this week? Let me go on Twitter real quick just to make sure I ain't missed nothing. Shout out to Dank. Fight week finally. Alicia Baumgardner is ready. She is ready. Hold on. Let me yeah, Alicia is ready. Let me put her thumbnail up real quick just so we can look at her real fast. Fire. Fire. We ready. Mm-hmm. Alicia Baumgardner got a tough fight on her hands this week. I like the Miami Vice Paul versus Joshua. I like that right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Stephen Fulton says some people love negativity and conflict. I don't even respond anymore. That's a great point, man. That's a great point. People do love negativity, and because at the end of the day, they may be orchestrators of chaos. Happy birthday to Mikey. Mikey birthday. Okay, shout out to him. PBC wishing him a happy birthday. Where in Japan are the Ring 5 fighters from? All right, let me just show this real quick. I'm gonna read this though, cause y'all can't really see that, right? Uh, so Naoya Inoue is from Kanagawa. Teiga Emenga is from Osaka. Kenshiro Taraji is from Kyoto. Junto Nakatani is from Mei. Hayota Sasumi and Reito Sasumi are from Shiba. Shout out to him, man. Hey, listen, this gonna be a hell of a card. This gonna be a hell of a card. I'm looking forward to it. This gonna be a fire card though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm paying for it already, so that's why I'm happy about it. Hold on, Conor been in a heated altercation with multi-time world champion turned boxing pundit Duke McKenzie. Ah, he probably mad. Don't be mad. Don't get mad. Just run that Devin Haney fade. Listen, don't be mad when you talk about going to 147 and the people want you to fight the best fighter at 147. How you gonna be mad at us, the fans or the pundits, the public, the you know, commentators, whoever, when you move to a weight class, we want you to fight the best guys. We don't want to see a whole bunch of boring or a whole bunch of fights where we know guys can't go and win. We already know the outcome. Nobody wants to tune in or pay money for that. Nobody's doing that. Shout out to Franchon. Franchon know how to put it on. Franchon is very stylish. Um, Shout out to Franchon, man. Franchon be putting it on, man. I love Franchon. Cruz Dezern. She's doing great things in the sport. She's locked in with Clarissa DeGuo Shields. They're fighting February 22nd. So y'all look out for that matchup. Caroline Dubois, she put Fight Week is here as well. She's in. Hey, listen, I hope she's already here. I haven't seen her anything like any content to her being boots on the ground, but hopefully she's already here. Is that's Elise Soto? God damn. Hold on, dank dank. That's Amanda and her coach, but that's Elise Soto right there. I ain't know Elise Soto was cute like that. Okay. Shout out to Elise Soto. Salute to you, Queen. All right, let me see. Oh yeah, Cordina had a good performance versus Gabriel Flores. Why y'all want to see Gabe get stopped? They talking about Renee Telez versus Gabriel Flores. No, I do not want to see that. Tito Mercado versus Gabriel Valenzuela. That's a good fight. I like that fight. Shiv Clark, Pat Brown, good fight. Murat Gazia versus Moses Tama, good fight. Jao Patai versus Noel McAllen. Yep, that's the fight they need to make. Arturo Cardenas versus Peter McGrail. Nah, I put Arturo Cardenas versus the winner, Shabazz Masood. Come on, man. Man, y'all gotta stop soft showing. Nobody wanna see guy. We wanna see guys in 50-50 fights. And then Joe Cordina versus Abdullah Mason. Now y'all talk to me, tell me, do y'all want to see that Joe Cordina Abdullah Mason and then Diego Pacheco versus Jaime Munguia? I like that fight. Let me see. Uh why this dude put all this money on Alasquaga? He put 330. That dude is that trash? We have some Wednesday morning tech and promotion presents. Okay, boxing and barbecue. They put $333 on the kid Alasquaga, Anthony Alasquaga. or y'all know him as Princessa. He got to get a new nickname, but shout out to him. He's a little guy, you know. They fight. I think he fight at like 108 or 112 right now, right? But Anthony Alasquaga, he put $333 on. See y'all, $333 to make 359. So he's gonna make 16 bucks. $16.64, man. Listen, ain't the brother in Japan. Well, I mean, I guess he know. He you know, if you know, you know. But I would at least parlay that. Now, if you know that leg is locked in, parlay it with something. That's pretty wild. Yeah. Oh, shout out to the girls camp, girl and women's camp that they had. Shout out to Slim Goody, Sharetta Metcalf. Shout out to Clarissa the Grow Shields. They had a great event. Some of the young ladies right here. Big, hey, listen. I thought Franchon was supposed to be Big Mama. Look at Carissa is looking like Big Mama right now. Carissa is looking. Hey, listen, that's somebody's lady, so let me be respectful, right? But shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to Chris. Xander's getting ready. Yeah. Look at Xander. Xander getting ready for a boss. Okay. Yeah, we see the champ working. Shout out to Xander. Badu Jack, he went to the today wasn't our day. He's in the hospital. Badu Jack is in the hospital. Yeah, he lost. I picked him to lose against Noel. I'm in the hospital right now for a fractured cheekbone from the headbutt in the middle of the fight. Damn. Damn. The brother got headbutt. That's tough work. It's tough work, man. Let me retweet Ness and look at God's plan. Rougarou, man, him and Jojo Diaz. Regis and the Rougarou. Shout out to the Boxing Voice, right? Next show is Shakur versus Tiafimo is the winner, top five pound for pound. Yes. Yes. I mean, that's easy, right? That's easy. In particular, if it's Shakur, right? No losses on his resume. And then the Tio could say he beat three lineal champions. So I mean, that's pretty good right there. Okay, Boxer is back. Boxer is back this week. Blair Cobbs is back this week. Okay, when is these fights? December 20th. Yeah, this Saturday. Blair Cobbs is on the okay. Let me show y'all these cards. Boxer, BBC, BBC Sport, right? Okay, they got Callum Simpson. Y'all can't really see that, but Callum Simpson is fighting my guy Troy Williamson. Troy Williamson a good fighter, tough fighter. Tough guy. Then we got Blair Cobbs is back on this card. Blair Cobbs is fighting. I think his name is Elliot Wells. Shout out to him. Let me see anybody else you gonna recognize on this card. Oh, that ain't Jack Rafferty. That's somebody else. Okay, so yeah, those two goods. Okay, shout out to Blair Cobbs, man. And then Lyndon Arthur, he just signed to Queensberry. Congratulations to Lyndon Arthur. He back with Queensberry. I want to see who they put him in next. I think they're gonna put him in with Ezra Taylor. No, Ezra Taylor's fighting already fighting with Willie Hutchinson. So we got to see who they put him in with. Oh my bad. I can't have that music on here. Hold on, they saying that Tank was sending a message to Bill Hain. Hold on, let me pause this. Yeah, I know that Bill, Bill kind of be doing the media, see, and that's the thing, like, right? About you need the back and forth, the banter and things like that. You need that back and forth. But When does it become like over the top? I guess as long as don't nobody's family get hurt, right? It's all good. But everybody gets so sensitive, man. You can't, these one thing about black people, one thing I know for sure, black people are super sensitive. I'm that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm super sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I take things serious. They take things to the heart. That don't mean that I'm gonna go outside of myself and or carry it like I'm emotional upset. Nah, it's just that I'ma take what you do and what you say to heart. It's just that simple. So uh Okoli is back. Okoli has a card in Lagos. Okay, shout out to Okoli, man. Okoli is back. That's what's good. That's what we needed. Jared Anderson is in the gym. Jared Anderson is working. Jared Anderson. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all be talking all that crazy talk about Jared, man. Jared is gonna be back. And Jared is he possibly can end up even be heavyweight champion of the world one day. Is that does he want it for himself? He has to want to be the heavyweight champion of the world. They saying Goose and Barrios teaming up reopens Mole Gate. That's wild work. That's wild work. I wouldn't have did that if I was Mario, but I mean it's business. It ain't personal. Listen, and they had the fight. Dubai was lit over the weekend. Nico Ali Walsh was fighting. That's War Trezora, Baturbiev, Crawford, Nico Ali Walsh. They had a fire event. It was lit. Now Yokasta Valle is still listed here. They still listing it as a fight that's gonna be on this card, but we'll see. We'll see. We gotta see. BoxRec took it off. Bernardo Lopez got a stoppage victory over the weekend. So shout out to Bernardo Lopez. He gonna be back. Somebody gonna have to give him a fight at 126 or 130. We'll see. Yeah, that brother ended up in the hospital. Look at Alicia. Alicia be slaying. Alicia be slaying for real. Shout out to Alicia. Hey, listen, if you passing through, tap the like button and follow the channel, man. Help the channel grow. I appreciate y'all. That Scott Nicholson fight was no bueno over the weekend. Come on now. That was awful. That was awful right there. But that's her game. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like, and that's what Coach Eddie was talking about. Where's Coach? Where you at, Coach? I wanted to talk to Coach Eddie so bad today about this outboxer style and fighters not looking up, afflict pain or get a knockout, put punishment on their opponent. Them kind of just, you know, being distance fighters. Kind of he and Coach Eddie was saying kind of robbing the system. Pretty much you know, illegal bank robbery, right? This is Sky getting wrapped up. Mm-hmm. See, I was moving around. I was working. Damn, look at Amanda. Yo, it's your girl right here? Damn. Why your girl so strong? You strong. Damn. Let me see. Oh yeah, the Shakur Stevenson versus Gary Antoine sparring drop. I couldn't, yeah, for whatever reason. Maybe everybody else got it from my key where they got a good when they it wasn't grainy. When I got it, it was too grainy. I couldn't post it. But shout out to Shakur and Gary. And whatever reason, the YouTube, I don't know if they would have pushed it anyway. So I gotta see what's going on. I gotta see what they do. Oh, 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 Africa said Flores is winning. Come on, bro. That's cap. Edwin De Los Santos got a first round victory. Shout out to Edwin. Edwin got the first round KO. Edwin is back. He knocked the rust off. Hold on. Let me go back to that. Y'all can't even see it. He did it so fast. Y'all gotta look it up. It's too fast. Shout out to Edwin, man. Edwin bodied the boy, and he'll be back. I'm loving that. Look at the Guo dance. Guo at her. Hey, now she looking real thin right there. That was she just heavy in the. It looked like she just heavy in the back. I love this. That's what's good. She's like all her weight is on her legs and her booty. That's what's up. I'm happy for her. I'm really happy for her, man. She said it's gonna cost some money to get her down to them lower weights. It's gonna cost some big money to get her down there. So we're gonna see. Maxie Hughes trainer Sean O'Hagan, who is also Josh Warrington's father, suffered a heart attack just hours before Hughes fighting Dubois. God bless him. I hope everything is well with him. I hope he's I hope for a speedy recovery for him. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, shout out to Cambosis, man. Cambosis still out here. He got a lot of money. He did a lot of good things in the sport. Let me see. Okay, this is more like it. It's only 29 seconds. I probably could get this and put this on the page, right? Look, this Edwin fight. Yeah, man. Edwin wasn't in there with nobody. Oh, Big Baby Anderson said there's no if but when, cause like Shakur gonna stop Tio. Okay, we gonna see. We gonna see. All right. Mm-hmm. And Devin Haney say he about to drop some merch in the next couple of days. That's good. Yeah, you already know that people need that merch because you just did a hell of a you've been popping. Teal tried to say Devin wasn't he ain't had no motion or whatever, so that's why he didn't want to fight Devin. I'm like, yeah, 12 million. I don't care what you talking about. 12 million, that's a lot of motion, right? Now what you getting, what's your guarantee for the Shakur fight? Tell us that. Is it because I'm pretty sure it ain't 12 million. I'm pretty sure he ain't getting 12 million for Shakur. I mean, he ain't got no power like that. Eddie Hearn talking about you let him back you up. Yeah, he did, because he's stronger than Diego. Yeah, he's stronger. I forgot what these little dolls is called, but they pretty cool. Amanda Serrano got her own little dolls. Shout out to her. Yeah, that was a horrible fight, man. That Sky nigga. I mean, I can't believe that. All right, that's pretty much it. Nothing new happened. Oh, Ray Ford said he wants Oshaki next. I would like that fight. Devin said, "Damn, Kid Austin and his daddy really acted like somebody poisoned him to get out of the fight with Shakur. That's still crazy to me. He got some nerve to be talking about getting shot. Oh, okay, about getting a shot. That was pretty wild. Florida, brother, are you trying to move Cordina up to 140, man? Why is Hitchens doing all this Cordina? What's going on? He talking about Cordina like he going like they told him Cordina moving to 40. We already ready to go to 40, bro. What's happening, Smoke? How you feeling today, fam?
I'm good, man. I got the house to myself before I go to work, so I'm feeling good.
Listen, they said I couldn't do it. They said I couldn't keep the people in here by myself for over an hour. Listen, they so now that I got Smoke in here. We gonna move around. We gonna try to make a couple dollars, right? It's the road show. Let's work. Now, Smoke, I want you to cook on this for me, right?
Hmm.
AJ versus Joshua. Two questions. Is it the biggest fight that can be made in boxing, in your opinion? And is it past its shelf life? Like, is it too late for this matchup to be like a great fight in your opinion, or do you still believe this is going to be a great fight?
They heavyweights, so they can get away with it, but it may be a bigger event, but the biggest fight, I think, until they make something like Boots, Virgil, and even still, I think the To Shakur is probably the biggest fight because it's so unpredictable. Like, even though
Yeah,
they have been talking, it just popped out. Like we'd have rather thought that he was gonna fight, either a champion or Keyshawn, and he ended up fighting Shakur. So I think that fight, you know what I'm saying? And I was proven wrong. It's almost sold out. It's like 65% sold out in the
yeah.
big room. So
And they said they're gonna do the whole thing.
yeah. So uh that's a big fight, man. Even though,
Hmm.
it's basically two fucking villains. So
Yeah,
you gotta choose, which one is like, Triple H versus Kevin Sullivan. So it's like which one, who you gonna actually root for? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's but definitely the fight that's gonna be bigger event is definitely gonna be Joshua Fury. Is that overdue? A little bit. We would have liked to see that when they was champions. We really would like to see that. But it's still a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Like Joshua's about to walk through Jake Paul, so Tyson Fury the one who ain't been in the ring in a while, so we gonna have to see what he look like.
hmm,
I get you the Gypsy King, but Father Time whoops everybody. And you done got older. You done been in. We know you've been in 3 wars. No, I'm lying. You've been in 5 wars minimum. 3 with Wilder and Usyk. How many times did he fight Usyk? 2 or 3 times.
yeah. They fought twice. Yup.
So yeah, we know you've been in 5 wars that at the later end of your career that took off your career. So Joshua been in some wars too, but Joshua do got a big punch that can change the situation of the fight. Like the same way Usyk changed the situation. Because the second fight, I was looking at it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like Usyk was losing that fight till he caught Tyson Fury. He looked frustrated. He looked like shit wasn't working. And when he caught him with that damn left, and Tyson, banged all around every damn corner, pillar to post,
Hmm.
I was like, yo, he was winning that fight until then. Tyson just never, Fury never recovered, but he was winning the fight up until then. Sticking his tongue
Yeah.
out, grabbing the ropes, doing the shaking head shit. So it still might could be a good fight. I think Fury's gonna win if AJ can't catch him.
Yeah, I'm with you 1,000%.
So if AJ can't catch him, then we can. I'll probably chalk this one up to another Tyson Fury. But it's a good fight. I just want to know who they gonna put on the undercard. I don't want no more weak ass undercards.
Yeah, so let's talk about that real quick now. The co-main that I'm suggesting if they're gonna do a big stadium fight, go ahead and get Devin Haney versus Lewis Crocker locked in. Turkey already has Devin under contract,
Yeah,
so
lock
they
that.
just gotta, yeah, lock that in. That's a good co-main.
Hell yeah, lock that in quick. That co-main right there. Do you numbers? You know what I'm saying? See if you can
Yeah, because you still need the American audience.
see if you can get Floyd Schofield to finally fight some damn body on the undercard too, or major prelims. But we need some star power for these fights.
Now, the situation with Schofield is he with Golden Boy, and this gonna be Matchroom. This probably gonna be a Matchroom promotion or Queensberry Matchroom, or how they gonna work it out. With Gold Star, cause that's Spencer Brown. They
Yeah,
all with Fury, and then AJ with Matchroom in the zone. So it's gonna
man.
be interesting to see
Oscar,
how it play out.
Oscar got to get off his damn high horse and shit like that. For real. You know what I'm saying? He got to get off that high horse where he just, you know, he think he know everything. Well, he know a lot, but you got to get off your high horse, bro. If the fight makes sense, make the fight. We don't want to see the fight weeks, months later on a itty bitty ass card or a weak ass damn card with no fighters on it that we want to see. You just showcasing all the golden boy. Don't nobody give a shit about. Nah, make the fights that we need to see, bro. Come on, let your fighters fight. Schofield need a fight. He was supposed to fight. He supposed to fight JoJo Diaz. That shit fell through. So come on, man. He got to fight somebody. All right, you gonna fuck around and he gonna ain't nobody gonna want to see him till he get on pro box. They're gonna want to see him lose then. So you better hurry up and figure out something with Schofield.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
with you now. Hopefully my audio not choppy, but I want that Ray Ford or Shockey Foster though, 130.
Well, I
That's
heard that
really the fight.
I heard Shot going back down. He dropped the interim belt because he don't think Shakur gonna fight him. So
Yeah.
we maybe we can get that, and it'll be like we can put that on the undercard.
Yup.
Shot coming off a tremendous performance on whooping Cool Boy. Get him back active quick. Get him out there. Don't be just waiting. I think Top Rank can get him a fight. I don't. I think that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like. I think Top Rank got to get. There's some fighters here that I want to see that everybody ain't just clamoring for. Like, and nobody's clamoring for Troy Island or Jihad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see them guys. You either got to have a belt or a name right about there. So everybody in purgatory. That's why you see some of these content creators just talking random bullshit because their favorite fighter or who they was loyal to or assigned to ain't got no platform no damn more.
Mm. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See? So it'd be a lot of shit like that where you just be like, yo, no more interviews, no more you ain't talking boxing. You talking about all right, cool. I know what that is. You ain't got nothing to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't
Yup.
nothing to talk about. All your bridges is burnt, so now you just gonna just talk shit. All right. We see y'all out there. We just gonna keep moving on boxing. Word.
What you expecting out of AJ on this Friday?
Um, him getting his ass, him whooping the shit out of Jake Paul. Um, do I really think Jake Paul gonna is that's what he want? I don't know if it's a clause in there that maybe AJ gonna be wearing 14, 16 ounce gloves. That's the only way he don't kill Jake Paul, bro. I'm just being for real. Because if he hit Jake Paul with the same right hand he hit Francis Ngannou with, they're gonna try to cancel Anthony Joshua in America. They're gonna be like, you ain't had to hit him like that. Yo, what you call almost tore his ACL? He hit him so hard, bro. So if he hit Jake Paul like that, nigga, you can't take that punch. That man get, come on, man. Francis Ngannou get hit by some of the biggest motherfuckers ever with 4 ounce gloves. And you think, man, stop this shit, bro. So with this shit, I just been like, man, I hope they got something in play that Jake don't get killed. That's all. When it come to that, because I think he gonna get hurt. You fucking around with a former heavyweight champion of the world, bro.
Man, AJ is gonna beat the dogs out of Jake. It's gonna
I
get
hope
ugly.
if Jake don't got no clause in that contract, or he ain't got like no verbal agreement or they handshake, I be worried.
But see, it don't make sense for AJ to do that because he has a brand as well, right? So the only thing I could see smoke is that the handshake would be, all right, carry me for a couple rounds, right?
Yeah,
Because the people ain't gonna believe Jake can go rounds with AJ. Now, if he go past a round, if he go past 2 rounds, people can say, "Damn, Jake, that was a valiant effort, right?
hmm
You fought him off you for a couple rounds." But if it's 1 round, it don't help Jake. It's like it's an AJ cash grab. People gonna feel like they wasted their time, and so I think it makes sense for them to for AJ to carry him a couple rounds, at least 2.
and then what?
That's what I'm expecting.
And then hit him with a body shot and send him on the fuck up out of there.
And then go ahead and start training for Fury.
This probably training for Fury too. Real talk, cause the ass whooping.
He gonna walk through Jake. This gonna. I mean, I think he could do it in a round or two, right? But I think he should carry him a round or two. Yeah, I think he should carry him a couple rounds.
I just hope he don't kill him. Or we don't. I
Yeah,
don't think
that'd
people
be
need to see
that'd
that.
be bad for everybody if he do that.
They don't need to see their favorite. You know what I'm saying? YouTuber person, personality influencer, just sprawled out with his legs. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he laying there like Jesus on the cross,
Yep.
like
And
with the.
Mike Rim right on point, like Floyd did McGregor. Yep, you got the right idea. For one, it's entertainment. For two, and see, with the way Floyd did it, everybody thought Conor was a hell of a boxer, right? He was able to kind of build off of. They was like, okay, shit, he looked pretty good in there with Floyd until Floyd just, start punching on him and stopped
Oh
him.
yeah, start after walking him down, he just started punching on him like these
Yeah.
boxing punches is totally different. I get that y'all think I'm pillow fisted and everything. But these
But
boxing punches is totally different.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Or these boxing punches are totally different. So what I mean,
Dang, Juan said this he gonna carry him, ain't gonna be a knockout. So Juan, you saying the fight's gonna go to distance, all 8 rounds? Let me see what the line is on that real quick. I know that's probably a crazy line right now. That's probably gotta be at least plus 700 for him to
I
go
don't
all 8 with AJ. Hold on, let me
I
check it.
don't care what Jalen Love is teaching that boy. None of that shit is like AJ lands an overhand right, and yeah.
They ain't giving no money. People, they ain't giving no money on it. They doing it's only plus 361. How the fight not go to distances minus 600, and then the fight to go to distance only plus 360. They could at least gave us some plus 550 juice. Come on, that's crazy. But and the likelihood that the fight don't go to distance is large. Like minus 600, I'll take that. I
I,
add that as a parlay piece.
mm,
Minus 600.
I'm thinking it's an agreement around that motherfucker. That shit crazy.
Chan Ross, what's good, family?
Salute,
Which I
champ.
think there's an agreement. And Champ was at the fights over the weekend, man. Talk to me real quick. And Champ looked like he had a good time. Shout out to Champ. He had a picture with Sky. Smoke, were you able to watch the fights over the weekend?
No, I ain't even get to catch him. The one thing I checked was Pacheco. I checked Pacheco because I wanted to at least see that, and then that's when I was like, man, he came back and after getting knocked down and still wanted to fight, but I'm not impressed.
At all.
At
At
68,
all.
like um, you putting him in there against Shiraz, I don't know because they're gonna be like taller fighters. He was fighting that short guy with the, you know what I'm saying? They awkward, you know what I'm saying? If you can't beat them up, like how you like throw him to the ground and beat them up, like just standing there with him, they got the mittens on. It's hard to beat them. Um, but I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can do that. I don't know if he can beat Shiraz. And I'm not sold on Shiraz neither. I mean, you did Edgar Berlanga dirty, but you couldn't do nothing with Carlos Adames. So I want to see if they fight. I would like to see.
I'm with you 1,000%. I'm with you on that. I feel like that was I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that boosted Diego's stock. If anything, it's gonna make people want to fight him, which ain't a bad thing. But also, you kind of want the support of the public, man. And now the people, I mean, of course, Cali. Only person I heard really holding Diego Pacheco down was Mr. Shelton. And that's me. That's the Cali connection. You know, Cali gonna show love to him. You know, Cali, they not gonna they gonna continue to support him, right?
Yeah, they gonna ride with him.
Yeah, they gonna ride with him. But as far as everybody else, man, we didn't like what we seen.
Like the way
But
they've
we
been hyping
it's
him, definitely
not
not.
good. Uh nah, that was a bad sight for the public. Thank
The way they've been hyping him and saying he gonna be this, he gonna be that, and then I even heard some people be like, uh, maybe you need to go back into the Benavides camp.
you. More of a chip.
You left the Benavides camp because you felt like you was about to be a major player in the star. They need to pay more attention to you. Maybe you need to take your ass back over there.
That's all.
Take
Yeah.
your ass, yeah, go back over there with I don't you ain't gotta listen. Go over there go over there with David, not Jose Senior. Go over there with David. Be like, yo, I'm only here for David, man. Word. And
Nah,
word. Go over
nah,
there,
ain't
help,
is
you know what
that
I'm
because
saying?
all you saying then is that he going over there to get punched on. He don't need to do that. That ain't gonna help him.
Yeah, it will, because David gonna show him the same way. I seen David show
He gonna end
certain
up
fighters
punch
some
drunk.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen him the same way Roy showed him something real quick. I think he can he got enough savvy and enough years in there that he can be like, yo, I ain't trained, but I can show you this. And going if you can with last getting punched on by Dave Benavidez, ain't nobody at 68 that's gonna be too much of a damn problem for you.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It would seem that way, right? Smoke, but at the end of the day, we just seen what happened with Lily Sajo, So Nesson, and Sean McCallum. All of them gave Pacheco great work, like to the point where they could have a round or two here or there. They would have, Pacheco would have a loss on his record. So he got a lot of work to do. Uh, and Champ said Tito Power is real. Tito Mercado, man, shout out to him. That was a great performance versus Antonio Moran. He did what he was supposed to do. Antonio Moran, he like after once he gets punched or once you hit him with a good shot, it's like he's just gonna fight you at that point. He wants to get that shot back. He ain't running, he ain't ducking and dodging, he ain't hiding. Uh, but at the end of the day, he's predictable on getting knocked out.
I can't
That's like
believe
super predictable.
his his biggest what you call is gonna be the way Devin knocked him out. And I remember that knockout because Devin said it's gonna be something special tonight. And Devin hit that boy with a haymaker from Oakland. And I think
Hmm.
they were overseas. He reached back to Oakland to hit that damn boy. I said, well, damn.
Hmm. Yeah, he did.
And he ain't even from Oakland like that. He reached back. He said, Daddy, I got this for you. What? That motherfucker went that bro. They was doing I seen a funny clip where the dude Moran, they said Devin hit him so hard, his head spun around and he had to walk backwards just so you could see his face.
Yeah,
Word.
that was hilarious. That was a hilarious clip.
That
Unlike when he was
boy.
at the press conference and his head was backwards or something like that was funny, bro. That was
So
super funny.
that's what they like to him. I'm like, yo, if he don't get knocked out, I'm like the other fighter might be trash.
Yeah. Let me say this though. Let me bring in Juan. What's good, Juan? Salute to you, bro.
Give me a
Champ
minute,
said,
real quick. Give me a minute, real quick.
all right, do your thing, Juan. Um, Champ said Pacheco needs a lot of work to improve at the top level. I agree. He said Popoca Cardenas was impressive too. He broke down Vaca slowly. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Cardenas is pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't want to see. I mean, and Billy right now for Pacheco may be too much for Pacheco.
And Billy got
Um,
to run that shit back with Lester. I don't give a damn what nobody said. He got to run
well,
that back.
well they moved away from Leicester rematch because they're gonna do Shiraz. I think it's money on the table for Hamza versus and Billy in the UK. So that may end up being the co-main, because you know what happens, Smoke, when they do these cars and they kick out so much money for the main event, they act like they don't have no money for the undercard.
Mm-hmm.
But so She Rise versus and Billy, it just seems like it's an affordable co-main if you paying a buku amount of money, you know what I mean, to Tyson and to AJ.
Man, them niggas ain't $10 million fighters. Them niggas are 2 to 5. Get them niggas that, and then you know what I'm saying. Everybody else down there 2, 1, 800, 700,000. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
them dudes ain't that.
GB, what's good?
And yeah, like Champ Rose said, he said, yeah, and Billy and Lester needs to all it lets me know is that if Billy ain't in no rush to get back in there with Lester, I don't think too many other people gonna be in the damn. And he fought and Billy fight. That's not how Lester fight, which is crazy. He was like, "Oh, you want to fight like this? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Salute,
But
Angel."
see, but see, man, Billy also was able to push Lester back. He kind of had Lester uncomfortable in certain spots in that fight. Like Lester didn't get his respect until like he hurt him probably like 9, 10. You know, Billy
All that,
was
yeah.
kept pressing the action. He controlled, and that's what I'm saying. Lester should have won that fight, but
The effective
He didn't
aggressive,
get any distance. Right, he didn't get any distance.
effective
So
aggressiveness is why it was a draw. So if Billy know, man, if I don't stay right up on him, he could knock me out in round 1 or round 12 because he hurt me late, and them punches kept coming.
yep.
So, and he may be better next time, but like it's not like you coming out of a gym that they don't assess what happened and get better. Come out being B, bro. So you better and Billy, your best bet is probably go fight Shiraz for that WBC belt, eliminate or get emailed or whatever. But you fight Lester again, you may not be the damn intern champ.
Hell nah, you right. You 100% right about that.
So go ahead, cause yeah. Um, let me ask you something, V3, real quick. Since I ain't even mean to go to B&B like that.
Nah,
How
you
you
good.
feel,
Good.
how you feel about Keyshawn flip flopping now?
Oh, with him saying that he didn't, he's still with Bomac, he's still
Yeah,
with Terrence.
yeah. And I just want to let you know that Bomac text Jamel Herring, and this is on Jamel. It's a clip, it's a short, it was on his live. Jamel Herring put out the only thing that was said from B&B, and that was, I'm not gonna comment so I don't compromise this young man's integrity.
Yeah, Bomac is doing the right thing. Um, but it's still smoke and mirrors, right? Because now we don't know what capacity he's with them though.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like, are you training with them? Are you saying y'all still on good terms? Like, what you got to he needs to come out with another statement. I think with Keyshawn, see a lot. This is what I'm saying. All publicity is good publicity, right? So to
Yeah.
speak, to these some of these young guys, especially. So he's just putting something out there for the public to go crazy. He almost, I think it's all clickbait. He's obviously trolling
So you
because
saying troll?
if he left Bomac, he had to be because if he left Bomac, Bomac could tell us, right?
I don't know, because Bomac liked the kid, but okay, let's bring it back, B3, because we let him slide. I'm a big Keyshawn fan. I'm a huge.
Hold on. Is he paying Bomac?
I mean, he
Is
had
Bomac getting paid? Okay.
he
So if
had
Bomac got fired, he would know. That's what I'm saying. So if he got fired, he ain't going. He gonna say, man, listen, we ain't like, I love the young fighters. Him and his brother DB3, we gonna support them, but they going in another direction.
But here's the problem, bro. We listen, Kelvin. Kelvin never whatever they said Kelvin had, he ain't got it back yet. His rhythm ain't back to what he had before when he started driving trucks. That's cool. That's cool. Keyshawn is the Olympian. He's the one that we building. He's the one that like it goes through him, right? All right, cool. But Keymon, the young big brother, the baby
Keon, yep.
big, he could be the one. He's strong. He's fast. He's twitchy. He's got IQ. He big as hell. He rangy, long arms. You see the cut that he's making at 47, you know he could be at 60 easily. He's just a baby. Now, this is what I want to say. You, in one night, you lost your belt. You didn't fight. You cost your brother his contract because Top Rank, I thought Top Rank had killed Kelvin's contract. No, they had killed Keymon contract. That's three things you did right there in one fell swoop. You had Iverson was supposed to pop out, Vic, and the entire college football team was supposed to pop out. City councilman and the mayor. You had all them people watching you. And not only did you not perform, you gave all your stardom and your push and your rocket fuel. You gave it to the guy you was talking shit to in the press conference, Abdullah Mason. You gave all of it.
He took over the main event. Yep.
He had to save your card. The Ohio dude had to save your card. Bro, if you don't know how much fun me and Ohio runs boxing, have fun with that. Because he was like, man, you know Ohio runs boxing. You know we save everything. So he was having a ball with it. He was joking, though.
Yeah. Shout out to Marcus. You already know.
You salute. All because you acted out. And, oh, yeah, so and your mama was on the cruise that night. I'm not mistaken. That's why she wasn't there. So when Mom Dukes ain't there, you don't know how to act. That's what you're saying. You don't know how to act. You had the mayor, city councilman, Vic, Iverson.
Yeah, I was out there. I just took a picture with Vic that night.
You got your older sisters there. You got everything there. And you don't know how to act because Mom Dukes ain't there. So mama can't leave you nowhere. That's what you're saying.
Nah. Nope. And then ultimately what you're showing is you a poor loser. Or you know what I'm saying? You a poor sportsman.
Yes, sir.
Cause now here, they should have showed him love and let him know we was gonna run him back. I mean, either way, the rematch is big with Nahir and Keyshawn, right?
Yeah, because I beat your brother.
Right. Oh, either way, we gonna get a good rematch, in my opinion, I think. But it was a bad look for Keyshawn because now maybe sponsors don't trust you.
How can they?
Yep.
How can they? They had the city come out. They built it up for the bro. We seen you at the. I forgot what team Vic coached. We seen you on the football field with them. That's not easy to get on a college football field with a superstar coach. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy.
All right.
You just don't get to walk on that field. You don't. You don't get to walk on that court. You don't. It's prestige on that court. You just don't get to walk on it. Hey, I'm out here on it. Nah. You just don't that. You had all of that, bro. You blew it. When it come to Virginia, you had Vic. You had Vic and Iverson. You got, like, bro, when it come to Virginia, so let's name the stars, right? And we can say who bigger with what, who had a bigger impact culturally, whatever, right? But let's name it. Let's name it. I'm gonna put these two guys, Michael Vick. The Michael Vick, he had his own ride.
Carrier, what's good, family?
He had his own ride in Disneyland. He had his own ride at you know what I'm saying? It was the Michael Vick experience. That's superstar level, bro. That's otherworldly. Allen Iverson made you get the big straight backs. niggas was wearing headbands that couldn't even hoop. We wore the Iversons. The next best-selling shoe outside of Jordan was the Iversons. That's huge impact. So much that Reebok was like, hey, listen, we ain't gonna never stop paying you. We're gonna always pay you. All right, cool. Nah, I carry it. Nah, this is niggas did do worse, but not in this era. This is really bad, bro. This ain't with how we feel. You messed up with the people that signed the checks. That's what you messed up with. Because I guarantee you, Vic got paid, Iverson got paid. Guaranteed you. They got paid, bro. Mm-hmm. And you didn't show up and show out, and your brother lost. Okay.
Angie. Oh, Angie.
Oh, okay. Right. So I'm gonna put Vic in there and Iverson in there with let's go with Chris Brown.
I'm back.
Hard lock.
Let's go with you.
Chris Brown from Virginia.
What's up, man?
Timberland is from Virginia.
Yeah.
The Neptunes Pharrell from Virginia. That is superstar level. You had 2 of the 5 popping out. You don't make weight, you lose your bet on the scale, and the dude don't fight
you. You know the thing is though with Keyshawn though, Keyshawn got a lot of pressure on him because the whole thing with his amateur status and whatever the case may be, because they're expecting him to be a big star, which I expect him to be also. But too much pressure at a young age can't crack somebody. You know what I'm saying? We've had plenty of examples. So
Nah. I don't want to hear that, because when Tank say that, they tell him to shut up. No.
Yeah, but
head, wear the crown, Juan. Come on, man.
And I get it, and I definitely understand it. But it's like at the same time too, right there. Well, aircraft case. He got a whole card canceled for hitting a woman. You know what I'm saying? The whole card wasn't canceled. It was just he made a mockery of himself because he feels the pressure. And instead of owning up to it, he did what kids do. Yeah, they gonna overreact. They're gonna sit there and act, blame everybody else for something.
So I gotta hold both Davis boys accountable.
Yeah, and again, not saying that they're not accountable for it, but at the same time, so you got to understand these guys are going through a lot of pressure just to live up to something. You know what I'm saying?
Go work at Walmart, then, Juan.
Hey, B.
Being for real, like the dude, like Keyshawn could come work with you. Then he can work with me. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can't work with me. This shit hard working with this way.
Nah. Listen, hard work. Listen, heavy the head, wear the crown. You work hard, Juan. You not command a certain amount of respect when it come to you and yours. So, bro, if you doing it and they paying you this bread, listen, on an event like that, you can't lay an egg. Not in an event like that, where you literally about to put Norfolk, you about to put Norfolk on the map, you about to put Virginia on the map, they about to bring boxing back to Virginia. It's on your back. It's a lot of pressure. But you asked for this. You said you wanted this.
But it's a whole bunch of shit that goes on to what that kid doing. And I feel like I definitely understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, so you gotta Jesus Christ. Hold on, my fault.
You good, Juan? Take your time. We here.
Nah, so the thing is with him though, especially with Keyshawn, I feel like with Keyshawn, there's a lot of fucking there's always these ends and uts and it's with him. Especially after this whole fucking shit, this whole debacle with the whole, thing after the fight. But when we talk about it, we gotta understand these kids is 20 something years old. They haven't even experienced life like that.
We understand all of that. But when it comes to your profession, that's like, bro, they bring all the you about to go to another level. Instead you want to be in the sidekick, you want to be Tim Drake.
We the only one over there.
Like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to
my bad, I'm tripping.
When the Robin to Batman, you know, Dick Grayson turned into Nightwing. I forgot the other dude name, but I just look. He turned into the Red Hood. They became their own entity. They ran they went to their own little section. Like, yo, I gotta go do me over here. Even the female chick, you know, she turns into Batwoman. Bro, Tim Drake just stays Robin. You just wear the red and yellow tights forever. That's what you looking like the assistant pimp. You looking like a permanent assistant pimp. You standing there behind Tio while him and Shakur going back and forth. And literally, I'm keeping it a buck. I'm gonna keep it, you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. Cross the face. What? Come here.
I'm gonna try to go backwards. Hold on.
Keyshawn, Shakur has your fight. You did all the antics that came with T.O. You did that. Holding the mic. Yo, you said this. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. Well, I ain't like what you said. So why you ain't say that? You did this. You knocked out his daddy. You got the heat. And Shakur got your fight. You standing there. Like a good little doja. Not a soldier. Doja. Crash out. Because when it was your turn and you had the heat and it was supposed to be you, what did you do?
But see, T.O., the thing, I'm with you, Smoke. But T.O. is not fighting Keyshawn. He was never gonna fight Keyshawn, right? Because it's a risk versus reward thing. T.O. even talked about it. He said he wasn't gonna fight Devin for 12 million, quote unquote, because Devin ain't had no motion.
Yeah, because he ain't
Now
got no.
we know what that came down to. It's just that he knows if he loses to Shakur, people already expect this. No harm, no foul. He could still talk his talk because at the end of the day, Shakur is respected amongst the boxing community to the point where we feel like he is one of the elite fighters in the sport. Now, Devin is kind of back to that point, or people be in and out on Devin. But see, T.O. is very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
he's conscious of he doesn't want to lose to Devin Haney. I know a lot of people
Not right now
want
in
to
his
see that
career.
fight, and
Not right
people
now in his
always ask him
career.
about that fight. I think a lot of people asked him about that about Devin. I think it was probably because that was Drew Titan, but a lot of people was asking T.O. about Devin over the weekend, right, or over this past week, and he's talking about, yeah, it makes sense now. Yeah, we're building it up, huh? Yeah, brother, we don't believe you. We don't
They're
believe
gonna
you want
fight
to
when they
fight that
30.
dude.
They're gonna fight when they
You
about
know what
they
I'm
gonna
saying? It's a bad
fight.
style matchup for you.
They gonna fight when they 30.
It's a horrible style matchup for Tio.
They're gonna fight when they're 30. Trust
What's
me.
your thoughts, Smoke? You on mute right now? Maybe I just can't hear you. Hold on, let me
You can't
refresh.
hear me. You can't hear me. But they're gonna fight when they're 30. They go when they're 30 years old, close to 30, that's when they're gonna fight. That's how I feel. Like, honest to God. I don't feel like that shit is crazy with Alicia standing right there. I don't feel like I don't feel like they're gonna fight till they're 30 years old. I don't feel like they're gonna fight till they're 30 years old. I'll be truthfully honest with you. That's just how I feel. I'll be truthfully honest with you. I don't feel like they're gonna fight till they're 30. I feel like they're gonna build a resume, and when they actually do fight, it's gonna be a super fight. Now, after watching T.O.'s movements and how he does Devin Haney, I think when they do fight, like T.O. is gonna take complete credit for making this fight the fight that it is. That's how I see. Because he's gonna try to sell it as something else. You said how Norman Jr. matched up against Devin before the fight and T.O. don't. I just told you, Carrie. That's what I'm saying. Like, you ain't gotta like what I'm saying. And like, this is me studying T.O. This is me, like, this is what like when you create content, this is what you have to do, bro. You gotta do shit that other people won't do. So when I'm looking at Teofimo Lopez, and I'm looking like, why you didn't fight Devin to make the undisputed when it was right there? It was a big fight. Why you didn't fight Devin? For some reason, you think the fight can be bigger than what we thought it would be at 35. So you created all this drama for the last 5, 6 years that when y'all actually fight, it's gonna be worth it. And I think that's where T.O.'s coming from. I could be wrong, but that's what I think T.O.'s doing.
Yeah, I think the issue is this. We covered it all, Carrier. I know you're talking about the Tank situation, right? We covered it all. The issue is that with Keyshawn, is he still building a profile? Tank has one. So Tank has generated. He has won champions award across multiple weight classes, and we kind of know who he is. With Keyshawn, he's really just propelling him. He just won his first world title, and he couldn't even defend the title to the point where people are not even considering him a champion because he didn't defend his belt. So it's just I think it's the disappointment is there more so with Keyshawn because we looking at Keyshawn as being one of the next best stars. Tank Davis is what, like 31 probably now.
He's
He's
30.
about Yeah, he's 30. He's about to transition away from the sport, right? We can see that it's almost nearing the end. But I feel like with Keyshawn, it was kind of real disappointing that he missed out on um putting himself in a better light. And it really, tell the truth, to be honest with you, Kerry, it looked like he was almost avoiding the matchup, some to some degree, right? Not
Man, he got
making
a bull.
mistakes.
That was a like outside of like the only fight that's not going down on the card is the Gary Antoine Russell um Aroka fight. That's the only fight that's not going down on the card. If I'm not
And that's
mistaken.
because PBC is out of the card. And so yeah, I can understand what you're saying, Kerry, right, from that
So
perspective.
is
But
one
here's the
fight like
situation.
yeah, it was a bullshit fight that's canceled on one, and the other fight that was going to be the main fight, and it wasn't even the co-main. So and like here's the thing, bro. When you get to a certain point where people know what it is with you, Tank's not gonna lose nothing off of that not happening. His next card, everybody's still gonna show up and show out.
It's like with
This
Tank,
was
this is what you get. This is the two different responses, Smoke. With Tank, he do something you like. With Keyshawn, you be like, what? No, not Keyshawn. It's
because
because
this
go
was
ahead,
the
talk to him.
fight, this was the card that was gonna make him like everybody was like, okay, here's the thing.
Hmm.
The way everybody is knowing Abdullah Mason now is because it was all set up for you. And it like this is kind of like when like if you remember like Drew Brees in San Diego and then they handed it off to Phillip Rivers. That's what the fuck you did, bro. Excuse my language, but that's what you did. Like you handed like everything was built up for you to hand it off to the next one that was like waiting for his turn. You gave him your turn.
Hmm.
And we let you slide with it. So now when you come back, you talking about some, I switched my whole team up. I ain't do this. I don't. So hold on. You switch your whole team up. So what that mean? So what are you doing? Because we see you out here face to face with Africa. What are you doing?
That's a fact.
So now all of a sudden we see leaked footage of y'all sparring. Where that come from? You know what I'm saying? Now you know what I'm saying? So everything looks strategic. So it is what it is. Hey, BBO. If yeah, I am. You know what? I am
Don't
BBO.
claim that, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't even. I heard it in your
I
voice.
am.
I was waiting on your response.
I'm saying, hey,
I ain't
listen,
with that, man.
I'm sipping. I'm over here. I'm gonna take me a nap in a little bit before I go to work. Got my, I'm look, I'm day drinking. I am. I'm the most evil man in box. I got a little tequila,
Come
sipping on my
on, man.
Modelo Red. I'm chilling. I'm the most evil man in boxing. You know what I'm saying?
It's not pot. Just because you got a little sip to drink and a little smoke
Yeah,
before work.
I'm that.
No,
According
that's
to
crazy.
BBO, I'm the most evil. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, you know what? Hey, D-Free.
Yo,
Cook,
I
Free was
got to
good
be,
for
you
you.
know what? I'm the most evil man in boxing, too, because I ain't stopped you and AC yesterday from getting y'all goddamn point across.
well,
I should have
the
stopped that.
problem,
Because I'm evil. I
uh, it wasn't like me and AC was calling each other outside of our names.
no, but y'all, y'all got, it got a little, you know what I'm saying? And I'm evil.
Hold
Me
on, when
and
was
AC,
this?
no, this
That's
was
crazy.
the other day. But me and AC, we do that from time to time. We do
Yeah,
that from
I ain't
time to
dropped the
time,
shorts yet.
and me and AC know what it is. It's never no hard feelings when it comes to us talking boxing because I'm never going to be emotional when I'm speaking about boxing. We just having a debate,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
debate just got uh
It
a
got a little
little too
smoky. It got
real
a little
for some.
smoky. We was on
For
smoke
it,
session. It got a little smoky,
yeah,
B3.
yeah, it got a little too real for some people because they not used to seeing me and AC go back and forth like that. But like I said, me and AC, we cool. We ain't got no hard feelings about it. I didn't call AC no names or like that. AC didn't call me no names. It was just is what it was.
And I'm gonna tell you, this is how like when you go to like we the chitlin circuit. That's why I love it. I ain't gotta go nowhere, bro. I love it. Listen, they were arguing over a literal technicality. Lineal. Not what you think, what is real. Right? So when Boots and Stanionis fought, it was not only unification, it was lineal.
And AC felt like it shouldn't have been a lineal because those guys didn't do enough at 47. And my thing was they was 1 and 2. They was fighting a unification fight, and there was nobody else in the division for them to fight.
Yo,
That was
B3, you
that was the
gotta
whole
watch the
argument.
playback, yo. That shit was like 30, 45 minutes to them. And then right after that, we jumped back on Keyshawn and Shakur and lit their ass up together. It was like that, bro. That's real
Like I
boxing.
said, when we finished having our disagreement, we went right back to agreeing on the same thing. It wasn't no. It's not like I said. It wasn't no. Me and him having a disagreement, and I'm calling him out his name, he calling me out my name, and we beefing with each other. No, we went right back to having a conversation and agreeing on the same thing, and it is what it was. That's why at the end of the show, me and AC was like, "It's no hard feelings. It ain't nothing like that. We was
Yo,
just had a disagreement."
yo, BVO. Yeah, okay, all right,
BBO salute, bro.
BVO.
Appreciate you pulling up.
Yo,
Let me say this.
yo, BVO
Go
said
ahead,
I'm an
Smoke.
evil guy, but I'm good for you too, boxing.
He's crazy, yeah.
Like I said,
When was this? I do be wanting to see. I be funny sometimes, but
this happened. I think it was Saturday. It might have been Saturday because
Yeah,
it wasn't yesterday. I
nah.
think it might. I think it was
who was
Saturday.
Probably
live?
like, bro, I got some. Listen,
Smoke,
bro,
smoke was
I
live.
Oh, it
got
was on
like,
Smoke.
yo,
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
on.
tell you, I got like 18 shorts from that.
Matter of fact, no. Matter of fact,
Smoke is
yeah, it was Saturday because
Word,
I was at my wife's job. I was working at
word.
my wife's job. I mean, I was sitting at my wife's job because I remember I had to go up and help my wife with something. Then I came back down and sat in the car in the garage. I was at
Now,
my wife's job, so it was Saturday. It
here's the
was
thing,
Saturday.
B3. Here's one of them times that free, like I can't tell you the amount of times that I think Free was watching Murderers Row, and he was like, you know what, this ain't spicy enough. He jumped on, set a fire, and shook it. And had
That's
niggas
crazy.
going crazy for
That
like
nigga,
2 hours. But
that nigga Smoke said, "D
by
free
the
ass
time niggas
jump
said,
up here and then disappear." Cause I jump up there and start a whole debate, and then I just disappear and sit in the crowd and watch everything. And Smoke be like, "This nigga D
it
free
was
starting this shit. He ain't even done shit."
2 hours. And before anybody be like, yo, how we even get to this? I said, man, y'all niggas is D Free ain't been up here in 2 hours. That nigga, he done started his own live. And he just
Because no, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I do it. Because Smoke could throw his little smoke, he'll throw his little smoke scream up there, but don't nobody be having no smoke. So I said, okay, don't nobody got no smoke. Let me start the smoke. And then I say something that I know people don't agree. Like is one person going to agree with me, one person not, and then them two will go at it, and I would just back out of the daggone session. And Smoke be sitting there shaking his head like, man, this nigga D Freedom did it again. He did it again.
yeah, he did it like 6, 7 times, bro.
And it be the same people. They fall for it every time.
Carrier, you right. Oh, see, Carrier been over there. Carrier. Hey, look, you see, AC don't like Boots. It don't matter what you say about Boots. He don't like Boots. I'm like, yo, bro, listen. I get it, but it was unification. That's 2 belts. They number 1, they're number 2. That's lineal. And the argument started because Shakur was trying to get lineal against Zepeda. And that's how we was talking. And then Free was like, when it came to Boots, and no, I said it. Matter of fact, I did start it. It's my damn fault. Shit.
I just agree with you. You started it. I just agree with you.
I did.
And AC didn't agree with it. And I was like, nah, it made sense because they fought everybody. He like, nah, they didn't. I said, no, if they didn't fight, name somebody that you wanted him to fight that they didn't fight. He was like, Blair Cobb. I was like, Blair Cobb? I was like, no, come on, man. Blair Cobb ain't gonna make or break nobody for fighting for lineal.
Yo, you gotta watch the playback.
Off the AB win, really?
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. You gotta watch the playback on that shit, bro.
No, he fought AB at 140. He didn't fight AB at 47. He fought him at 140.
Yo.
Nah, they did fight for a little pride belt or whatever at 147.
If I'm not mistaken,
not AB.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Blair versus AB. Yeah.
It's the last live I did.
No, think about it. Blair never fought at 140.
No, yeah. AB went back to 140. That belt that he won with Don King was at 140. That's what Blair Cobb fought him for. He fought him for the belt that AB had at 140.
Yeah, Blair. I don't know. Blair might pass away if he had to make 140. He act like he can't make that.
So I'm telling you that belt that they gave AB for beating that little lawyer or whoever he was that he fought under Don King, that was at 140. That wasn't at 47. That was at 140.
Yo,
and that was the belt that Blair Cobb fought AB for. It was for AB's little rink-a-dink belt, whatever that belt was, and Blair Cobb beat AB for that belt.
Yeah, when you get to it, you can fast forward to when we start talking about the lineal shit and watch them niggas go back and forth. That was like, I just hit the mute button for a minute. I had some other shit I was taking care of in the crib, but I was just like, you know what? At a certain point, you just gotta let niggas go. That was great. I'm just telling you, a great debate. And then right after that, we turn right back around and get back on to Keyshawn and Shakur talking about this tag team brother shit. And that's not allowed in boxing.
No problem. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who, what, but I can tell you this. Like,
B3 audio went out. His audio went out.
Well, I tell you this. You know what? Bro, I haven't even went through them joints yet, Free. I ain't even went through them yet. On God, I haven't even went through them. Like, let me see, on some real shit. Because at first they were trying to act like I didn't do it in enough time. I was like, man, y'all better get the fuck up out of here. So let me see.
Oh,
One. Oh,
somebody said
that
somebody
episode,
somebody said something about me and AC going back and forth.
bro. That episode. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 shorts already clipped up, and then the other ones, if I really want to do what I want, I can do with them too. So it's really like somewhere around like 22, 23, but it's 17 already made up from that live. So you know he got busy on that one. And I ain't dropping them to next week, but they funny as hell. I can tell you that one. I know they funny as hell. But that's real boxing talk. Like, this ain't personal. Like, you don't hurt my real life. Like, I'm not like after I get off of YouTube, I'm not like, damn man, that man hurt my feelings, man. I don't wanna I don't like I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take that shit
Hey,
off.
me and Smoke that went back and forth plenty of times about football.
Man, listen. We done went back like that's it's a difference. Like we've been going back and forth for like 4 or 5 years now. So just from the first time we met. So if you never back down, I never back down. I know when like anybody else trying to tell me something about you, I'm like, nah, you're lying. You stand on the square. I already know him. You can't tell me that.
Right, right.
You can't tell me that.
That's why when a dude was in there came out there talking about, oh yeah, D3 was capping for Bud Crawford. I was like, hold up, everybody know me. No, I ain't no Bud Crawford fan.
Yeah, you
I said,
ain't no Bud Crawford fan. I don't know. That's a lot.
I was like, you can ask anybody that like Bud Crawford, they would tell you. D3 don't like Bud Crawford. I'll give him his respect, but I'm not no Bud Crawford fan. No sir, not me. But I give him his credit when it's due.
How my audio coming through?
You good?
You good now?
All right, man. Appreciate everybody still in the building. We definitely working. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Now I'm gonna get a little rank a date trip right here. All right, let me ask you this, free. Breaking news. They're gonna lock in AJ versus Joshua. Excuse me, AJ versus Fury 2026. Do you feel like it's the biggest fight in boxing? And do you believe it's possibly past its show date? Do you believe it's going to be an entertaining matchup? What's your thoughts on it?
No, it's definitely not the biggest fight in boxing. It might be the biggest matchup at heavyweight because both of those guys are notable guys, but it ain't the biggest fight in boxing.
It might be like one of the biggest events, but the biggest fight.
Thank you.
No, I don't think so.
Mm. Now, free. Give me a good co-main. Who would you like to see on this match on this card? It's a little
Uh,
echo too. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
I was walking out of this bag on Chick-fil-A. I would say a good co-main might end up being the main event is Deontay Wilder versus Usyk if they make the fight.
That
I
might
was
as well
thinking
be
the
the
same.
main. That might as well be the main.
That's what I said. They might end up being the main. It's a good co-main, but they might end up being the main.
That's
I
the main
think
event. If you
I
want
think
to,
it's
like,
too
'cause
big to
I'm
be on the
saying,
other
D3,
card
you
though.
said that. Like, I'll be real with you. Like, don't second guess yourself no more. Because you said that, then you was like, I don't know if they want to do that. Nah, I don't give a damn what they want to do. You guys ain't got no belts. We gonna pay
It
you.
does.
We gonna pay you, and you gonna be the co-main to Wilder Usyk. I don't care what you say to me in your damn foreign language or accent, whatever. I don't give a damn. If I
And
say y'all gonna be rider 8 or you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna be rider 8 or rider 7. You sit down and shut up. You don't write checks, I do, and you know what I'm saying. Because you know what I'm saying, these dudes answer to somebody. As much money we think they got, they answer to some of everybody. That's a fact.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, who else is going to pay them the big paycheck? Because Eddie Hearn ain't going to do it. Eddie Hearn is going to get that money from Turkey. That's the reason why that fight is going down. Because Eddie Hearn is getting that money from Turkey, and Turkey going to put that fight on. It ain't going to be Matchroom.
Like
Yeah.
when it comes to Joshua, like Carrier, what's the bigger fight?
Oh shit.
Both of those fights are past their expiration date, right? But who commands more right now? You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, if let's say Usyk was to fight somebody like um Kabbalah, or Usyk was to fight uh Fabio Worley, that's a bigger fight because that's Usyk going for 3-time undisputed.
But I'll say this: that ain't gonna be the bigger money fight. The bigger money fight gonna be if he whoops Wilder and Joshua and Fury on his card. He ain't gonna fight Fury again. If he fight anybody, it'll be I don't even know if he gonna fight Joshua a damn game.
I don't think. I mean, because to be honest with you, the last time we seen Tyson Fury in the ring, he got beat up by Usyk, and that was like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. That was the
Yeah.
last time we seen. That was the last time we seen Tyson Fury in the ring. AJ, the last time he was in the ring, he got knocked out by Daniel Dubois. Yeah, he's about to fight Jake Paul, but I mean, don't nobody really give Jake Paul a chance. So that it's not like Jake Paul is somebody that's a real threat to AJ in the ring. So you got a guy coming off a knockout loss, and you got a guy that got beat up 2 years ago. Is anybody really asking for that fight? Yeah, the UK fans are, but I'm talking about over here because we don't know what it's going to do in the UK. We know the UK they're gonna support their fighters. They're gonna support their fighters regardless. So, is it the biggest fight in the sport of boxing? I would say no, but it might generate some headlines.
Yeah, big
It's going to
event.
generate
It's
some
gonna be a big
headlines.
event. Whether they headline it or if they own the Usyk Fury shit, no matter what, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? T Hill in the building. What's good, Pepper?
What's going on, T Hill?
Yo, what it do? What it do? What it do?
You, what we talking about?
Oh man, I don't know. I just popped up because
No,
uh,
that's what I said.
I heard y'all talking about Jake Paul. If it's the Joshua thing,
No,
I guess
Let me bring
it,
you. Let me bring you into here.
I'll bring
Salute to you,
me in.
family. Appreciate you pulling in, showing up, showing love, and really, what we talking about all things boxing, of course. But Jake versus AJ is lined up to fight Fury in 2026. Do you believe that's the biggest fight that can be made in the sport? And also, do you feel like that fight may be a little past its shelf? What's your thoughts on it?
You said
Hold
AJ
on,
versus
T Hill.
Fury?
Hold on, T Hill. Before you answer, I knew I fuck with you for a reason. You look like my favorite receiver of all time,
Who the fuck is that?
Steve Smith. You
The
from
little
Cali,
wonder.
right?
Cali connection right there.
You from Cali, Steve Smith from Cali. That nigga
Yeah,
moved
that's
to
my
North
nigga.
Carolina. That nigga wreck shop. I'm
Yeah.
from North Carolina, T Hill. That's what I'm saying. You look like my favorite receiver all time. I just want to say that. But go ahead.
Big Mike in the
That's my
hood, what
first
they
time
called
ever
him.
seeing T Hill face too. So go ahead, Pam.
That's your first time seeing my
My
face?
first time ever seeing your face. So
My bad. I didn't even mean to show it right there. I hit the wrong damn
nigga,
button.
you
I
look
was
like
on
you.
mute.
I was like, yo, is Steve Smith up here? So go ahead, my nigga. Word.
Yeah, nah, but it's Jake Paul and Fury. Fury and Anthony Joshua
Locked in.
yeah. Is that the biggest fight that can be made in the sport of boxing? Because
in
they're
the
talking
sport
about
of
making that
boxing.
fight.
Hell no,
That's what I said.
hell
I
no.
said it's a big fight for heavyweight, but it's not the biggest
It's
fight
not
in
even
the
the biggest
sport.
fight for heavyweight to me.
No, I mean, it it kind of is. If you look at the names, those are the two of the most notable guys in the sport of boxing right now. Unless Usyk, I mean, even if Usyk fights somebody like Fabio Worley or Kabbalah, a lot of people don't know who those guys are. So I don't know if that's going to be a big fight. It
No,
will
no,
be
no,
a
TB
no.
good
salute.
fight.
I hear what you're saying. I hear you saying, D. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's why I say it's the biggest fight in heavyweight because you got two of the biggest names in heavyweight going against each other. We already seen AJ versus Usyk. We seen Tyson Fury versus Usyk. So you got possibly Usyk versus Wilder. That's possibly, but once again, Wilder is a shell of himself right now, in my opinion. I don't think that a lot of people are going to buy into that fight. And then now you look at AJ and Fury. I think it's past the time because, like I said, Fury been out of the ring for like 2 years. AJ coming off a knockout loss, and he, like I said, he's getting there with Jake Paul, but
That
nobody's
makes
really
sense.
giving Jake Paul a chance of winning against AJ.
Ah, hell no. That would be if AJ comes to fight, that shit ends in like the first round, second round, third round latest. He can't go no further than I don't care how far or fast he can move in that ring. He gonna get his ass sparked if it's a real
If
fight.
if this
He
if
was
this
gonna
if this
go ahead.
fight goes 6 rounds, it's fixed. If this fight goes 6 rounds, it's fixed.
That's too many rounds. He's not gonna carry him that many rounds. I
Yeah.
think he can't carry him any more than two. After
That's
the
why
How
I said
third
if
round,
it
the
goes,
fight got to be
that's
over.
that's why I
yeah.
said if it
It's
goes
already
six,
fixed.
he
But what I'm
this
telling you is he gonna at least have to carry him a few. He can't carry him 5 rounds. That's crazy.
All this is a good look for his company. Cause he gonna get his ass destroyed. If that fool is not getting paid to fix the fight, which is illegal, he's getting sparked rounds 1 through 3. And I think
He
he's
said Jake said he getting 267 million. Now I don't know
well,
if that's
Jake
his
say a
whole
lot of stuff,
deal
man.
or whatever. Well, you don't know what I mean. Netflix.
Jake,
that man getting 200.
He's generating a lot of interest though. Let's keep it 100.
I'm
he
gonna tell you
is
what
he
Jake Paul is doing. Jake Paul, he said he's
Hold
getting
on, you breaking
200.
up, Free. We
He
can't hear
said
you. You breaking up.
Can you
yeah,
hear me
you
now?
traveling through some rough
Can you hear me
area.
now?
Yeah.
No, you said Jake Paul said he's getting 267 million.
That's what he
Yep.
That
said.
means that man is getting 267 million. 80 of that is going to AJ. Some of that is going to himself, and the rest of that is going to the venue and the fighters. That's what that 267 million is coming from. That's not all going in his pocket. They're
So
not putting
let me
all
ask
that in
this
his pocket.
though. Is AJ the biggest name overseas or is Fury the biggest name overseas?
I would say dang, that's a great
AJ
question.
is a bigger
I
name
think
than
yeah.
Fury.
I would lean
AJ
towards
is a bigger
AJ.
name.
I think the
I'm
big
gonna tell you why AJ is the bigger name. AJ is the bigger name because, for one, he was a gold medalist in the Olympics. For two, he was a unified champion, and he was a unified champion way longer than Tyson Fury was ever a unified champion.
yeah.
And he fought bigger names than,
He never
well, I ain't
popped
gonna say than
dirty or
Tyson
whatever
Fury.
either
Yeah, that's
and
another
got
thing. He
kicked
never
out of the
popped dirty. He
sport.
never lost his license, and he's pretty much a blue collar fighter overseas. He's pretty, and not even overseas, over
Oh,
here as well.
they
He's
love
pretty
him
much
over
a
there.
blue collar fighter. He's never had his hands dirty. You never found him any scandals or anything like that. He's pretty much been on the up and up. He just, a lot of people believe that, and
Hmm.
I'm one of them, believe that he's Duck Wilder, and that's the only thing that you can discredit him for is the fact that he didn't fight Wilder.
Okay.
Which is
So
a
with
big
that being
deal.
the case, with
What's
that
happening,
being the
Vay?
case,
Salute, Queen. Appreciate you pulling up, Vay.
oh yeah, shout out Vacay Bay, shout out Angie baby, shout out TD, the homie from the Bronx, my fellow brethren. Shout out to Carrier. That's my guy, even though he heckled me like nobody's business. You know how when Michael Jordan used to go play for the play against the Wizards, the nigga with the glasses be there heckling? That's Carrier for me. Shout out to VVOco, because I ain't gonna rep Cleveland like that. VVOco or VVOco. And what you just said leads me to the biggest fight in heavyweight division, the Wilder Joshua. I think many people will still get behind that because a lot of people rock with Wilder. A lot of people respect Joshua. A lot of them feel like they fell off in their last couple of fights. And it still has the luster. I'm not real big on your boy Fury. I've never been. He a cheater. You know what I'm saying? That nigga get more respect than a lot of other people who have cheated less than him and gotten caught. But the best fight would be Usyk versus Ajit Caballero. I believe that's the best fight in the heavyweight division. The biggest fight in boxing, it would not involve it. It would involve either, and this is probably slightly marred because of the performance, but the rematches are looming. Canelo Benavidez. That's a huge fight. Tank versus Devin, Tank versus Shakur. Those the three biggest fights besides that Wilder Joshua to me in boxing. And that's only because of Wilder, the history between Wilder and Joshua. And if Wilder wouldn't look so bad his last couple of fights, Wilder would still be the huge draw in the
So,
sport.
listen, majority of the time, carry these guys to compete with the top Black Americans. Respectfully, they're doing something funny. Um, Fury pop for you remember when he had the wild boar meat? He tried
Yeah,
to say it was wild boar ass or something.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, Fury definitely popped, and he got suspended. His license was suspended in the UK. That's why he had to come to the States. That's why he had to come to America and fight.
yeah. He the
You know,
Gypsy
he was
King for a
suspended.
reason.
He never even, I don't even know. I think he took the suspension. He never really even cleared up the situation. He tried to get the guy to claim it was some wild boar meat, and the guy really didn't want to back his claim, or something didn't go Fury's way,
The guy
and he
didn't
ended up
back
getting
his damn
suspended.
claim. The guy didn't back his claim.
Hey, Carrie, you remember? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're over 30, right, Carrie? If you're over 30,
Without question.
I know you remember the floppy disk. It was when you was real small, but it was a floppy disk you used to put in
Yeah.
the damn slit on the computer.
You took it back right there. The
That
flop.
nigga gloves was like floppy disk. Them bitches was flapping around like fins on a diver.
Oh
Nigga, it
yeah.
was
Oh, you talking about he had they stripped the padding out his gloves. Yeah, he had
man,
shaved gloves.
that
Oh,
nigga
not only that though, but he had the gloves. He had his hand in the part where his wrists are supposed to
what a
go.
wrist was supposed to be. Yeah. That Mickey Fricky was taking bad tainted meat, just like my
Remember,
man was eating bad tainted eggs.
remember
Canelo eating.
He told Ricky Hatton to pull my. He said, "Pull me gloves up. Pull me gloves up." Anybody that ever boxed before, when they take your gloves up, there is no way your gloves are sliding down. For one, they tie them up super tight. They wrap it around your wrist and tie it. Then they tape that, and they tape it up into to right where your almost where your forearm is. That glove is not sliding down. There's no way his glove should have slid down like that. He
That
pulled
nigga
his
gloves
glove
was
back.
sliding down. They was pushing in. They was doing all types of stuff that gloves can't do. That normal gloves don't do. That Mickey Fricky be on that yay yay. That nigga do so many things that cheat, bro. And it's like many people who have been in camps with him have called him out for his tactics. That nigga be doing it in their training. He a cheat, bro. I'm sorry. And on top of that, you know, he took a great portion of Deontay Wilder's career with it, dog. With those matches that they fought,
One
you
thousand
know.
percent, because that took a lot out of Wilder.
Hell yeah, man. He was beating that dude with some stuff, putting dents in his head, nigga. I mean, this is the same Fury
Now
that
let
was
me
getting
ask you
his
this,
ass
T
beat
Hill.
by so many other folk.
How much is left from Wilder for this Usyk matchup in your opinion?
Enough to get paid. Like for Wilder, like I think the biggest detriment to him has been him. You know, he had somebody that was solid in his corner, that was solid for just boxing in general, man. And he, because of, I mean, I can't even explain why, but Breland was good for him. Breland also
Mhm.
kept him responsible, at least to keep the fundamentals intact.
A
And
thousand
when
percent.
Breland looked out
And
for
when
his
listen to
better
that,
interest,
he don't want to listen to that. He want to do what he want.
yeah,
That
he want to do what he want, and it's clear in just relationships outside the ring that that's a problem for him. So because of that, more so than anything, I don't think he'll ever be the Wilder that we saw. But you know, if he can get himself in condition, it can be a better fight. I think most of his problems now is lack of condition.
Now I'm interested to see who Wilder's going to train with for the upcoming fight with Usyk because he's not going to be with Malik Scott any longer.
Nah, he
So,
shouldn't be with Malik. He should have never been with Malik Scott. That you remember the movie The Temptations?
oh yeah,
You remember when my nigga got with the one light skinned dude?
uh huh.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't need to be with the niggas that like that. You just need to be with
Yeah,
your people because they get you going off in
because
a direction.
that license dude had him on coke, then he or had him on heroin something.
Yeah, had him doing
Yeah.
all types of stuff. Strung him
Mm-hmm.
out and left him there.
Hey, well, listen, this light skinned brother not gonna do that to you. So feel free to shop and support B3 Picks TV. Um, ain't no heroin over here,
But yeah,
but
so for him, you know, Malik was a bad. It was a regression. It allowed him. He was a yes man, so he could do what he wanted to do. Breland held him accountable. Sometimes you got to be held accountable because what you want to do may not be what's best for you. And you know, Wilder had the right hand of God, bro. I hate to say it that way because that's blasphemy, but yo, he hit you with that, and it could erase a lot of mistakes, a whole lot of like inadequacies, a whole lot of everything. And you know, he started getting falling in love with that, and you know, he didn't realize that that right hand still needed to be set up, and he didn't start setting it up, and you know, he was dispatching the folks easily, and then now you got somebody like Usyk who he not gonna just let you get off what you want to get off. You gonna have to run him into something. He usually runs folks into things. That's what makes him so tough because he's actually skilled. He's not just brawn. He's every bit skilled and thorough. So this is just a payday for my man Wilder. And this is a notch on my man because quiet is kept. He is amassing one of the greatest careers of all time. Everybody he could fight, he is fighting. The only name that he would have to fight would be Ajit Caballero right now that is wrecking stuff after Wilder, and he would have essentially fought everyone who was a threat at that division. Yeah, so it's gonna be tough for my man, especially given his mindset and the way he operates. But that's my guy. Love me some Wilder, and till this day, I'm gonna rock with that ninja. But yeah, he kind of like let me down when he did what he did to Breland. Breland was good for him, and Breland was good for the sport of boxing. And I don't know if Breland is getting any other jobs after what he was accused by him.
What happened to B3?
Yeah, B3 going through a whole lot of rough patches and travel. But yeah, I agree with what you said, D Free. I think that the biggest fight, honestly, would be Wilder versus AJ. I think there's still a whole lot of fans of Wilder. There's still a whole lot of fans of AJ. AJ represents the best of that pond. We
yeah. Let me say this real quick. My bad.
oh, you came back like the champ.
Yeah. Yeah. My audio was choppy. I'm moving around now, and appreciate still a lot of gun pulling up. Listen, he said, I can't see all my comments, man. I appreciate everybody showing love. Listen,
So who you want to see from where can you see? I could tell you everything that has been going on.
nah, what I know it, but what I know is like depending on what phone I'm on, certain comments will show, certain won't. It's a nasty little situation. But YouTube got to tighten up. Now, still out of gum said Breland poisoned him. What we talking about? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what he said. That's what he said. He said something was in the water. That's what Wilder said. I don't know if that was confirmed. Um, through it like through I guess blood tests or urine tests or whatever the situation is. But Wilder did 100% say that he was poisoned in that fight.
Yeah, he said that. And it could have been, man. They say you're not supposed to take nothing from nobody that's not affiliated with you, and sometimes you got to watch the people that's alongside you. I don't believe that Breland would do him dirty like that, but it could have been somehow, some way he got something in him. I mean, you don't want them touching you at no point in time or giving you anything. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, because that was because we was concerned when B Hop was trying to put hands on Tank. We was like, "Whoa, why you trying to touch the champ? What you doing?" That was crazy.
Yeah, he shouldn't be touching him. I mean, I wouldn't think,
Let
I
me
would
pivot
hope.
though. Let me pivot real quick. T Hill, what's a good co-main event? Who would you like to see as a co-main event to AJ Fury?
AJ Fury.
No, of course. Now we're gonna put this in Wembley. What makes
Wembley.
sense for Turkey?
That's a good question. For Turkey, what would make sense would possibly be Shiraz versus something, or can't be Canelo because Canelo is bigger than both of them. Um,
Hey, just because he said he want a body on his record, though, carrier, that don't mean he gonna cheat to do it. That's the whole situation. Like now, if he was cheating or using perform advanced substances or shaving his gloves or putting a cast in his gloves, things of that nature, then yeah, you know what I'm saying, you can't. Now you need to go to jail, right? But he's just talking like I want to hit a brother so hard that these dudes know don't f with me.
yeah, but
That's
I also
different.
think that that was slang for just knocking somebody flat, like where they just limp, but they do wake back up. I don't
Hmm.
know if he meant that literally,
No,
more
what this
figuratively.
is this is what you have to understand. They said Wilder has the biggest right hand in the sport of boxing at that time. He had the biggest right hand in the sport of boxing. Some people said it was the biggest right hand they have ever seen in the sport of boxing. When Wilder said, "I want a body," is because he was talking about knocking a guy out to where you look like
Yeah,
you're
flat cold.
unalived in the ring. And
Yeah,
he literally got that when he fought what's
Stavern,
my guy name?
Stavern.
No, that's the burn. That's the burn. My guy Brazil. When he knocked Brazil out with that straight right after the
Oh
referee
yeah,
broke him up, and he walked up to Brazil and caught him, and Brazil body just collapsed. He got his body in the ring. He got his body in the ring. Yeah, he got his
Carry
body. He
good.
meant it. He got his body in the ring. He got his body in the ring. He flatlined Brazil. I mean, technically, you could say he got
Very
two
good.
bodies because that little Poland guy, they ended up having to carry him to the hospital. He was flatlined in the ring. Uh, the guy
oh, you mean the
that was
dude
on
that
the
it looked like
ground,
he just barely clipped him?
yeah, and he went to sleep, and his wife was in the audience crying.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that was
he
freaky. I
got
didn't
two
even think
bodies.
he touched him.
Yeah, he caught him with a clean shot. Like dude was throwing a punch and Wilder came right under it. Wow, dude was out.
I'm still thinking about that
Man,
co-main for that fight. What would make sense for Turkey?
Now let
I
me
know
put
he's
mine
big on
out there.
oh,
Hamza.
I got one. I got one. I
Okay.
got one. I got it. Co-main. AJ versus Fury. Their co-main event. Shakur Stevenson and Conor Ben.
That would be nice. If it wasn't such a quick turnaround for Shakur, I like that. I love that co-main. Yup.
They
That's a
didn't say
hell of a
when. They
co-main.
didn't say when in 2026. They just said in 2026.
Yeah, they looking to make it
They didn't.
in March.
Devin, and Crocker.
Oh,
Ain't Crocker a bell holder?
if they looking to make it in March, then that means that they expect AJ to flatline Jake Paul this Friday because
Oh,
that's a
Devin
pay-per-view.
and Ryan.
Devin and Ryan, that's a good co-main as well.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a co-main if it's possible. And that will be the last fight
It's
on
in
Turkey,
Wembley though,
right?
y'all.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So here's the situation, right? Yeah, because that fight at this point, if
You
it's a
breaking up?
unification, even on that is okay. I'm breaking up. Yeah, I ain't got no service.
Yeah, yeah.
Coach Eddie,
Angie
salute.
Baby. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Angie Baby.
Oh yeah, that Spilka was nasty. Yeah, that was real. That was real nasty.
Yeah, Angie baby knowing her boxing.
Hey man, I just thought about it.
Like,
Angie Baby. She be following boxing because she be coming up with names that most females don't be knowing what we talking
Man,
about.
nah. She be over there on that Google's. She be on that Google search. She don't be knowing
She
sheep dip.
Angie be following boxing because she
She ain't
definitely
following
be
sheep
knowing
dip.
who we be talking about. 'Cause that nigga Thomas Hill stupid.
see, he'll just want Angie B to click the link one time.
Nah, she ain't gonna click
I
the
done heard
link.
Angie B voice. Angie got a wonderful voice.
Oh,
Uh,
she
great.
do now.
Yeah, she got to
Oh, click
grace the
the link.
stage.
Pop that Mickey Fricky in the chair. I'm gonna do that myself. Let me go and put it in the chat so she can text. She can speak too.
Yeah, mandatory. I'm coming through a
First
little
of
bit
all,
now. Let me say this though: the
Angie
Crocker
about to be
fight,
going on vacation pretty soon. She said she was gonna shoot down to VA, man. She wanted to try that Waffle
she
House.
already did it.
Come on.
She already went on vacation.
Oh, she already went out that way?
Nah, she didn't get no Waffle House, but she went. You know, what I'm saying she took some time off of work. Shout out to her. You know, I'm glad she was able to get away, get some rest. You know,
Shout out to her.
yeah, it ain't no rest in Virginia.
Nah.
Hey, we working
But
down here.
hey, hey, go green. Gotta
We
go
working.
green.
Yeah, mandatory.
She says she watches boxing. She just can't keep up with y'all. Shit, you did better than we did. You just said Artur Spilka.
Uh huh.
Master. So what
So
you talking
did
about? That means you can
before
click
I
the link. If you can click the link to find that name, you definitely can click the link to get on StreamYard. So why don't you click that link?
she
I'm
said
about to tell you,
she
I'm
gonna
about
make
to
an
tell you right
appearance
now.
when
I'm
she
about to
come
tell
on.
you right now. I got a boxing debate that's going down. Angie Baby versus Aircraft Courier. I got my money on Angie Baby.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. My nigga Carrier knows some stuff about boxing. He just a troll sometimes. He trolls certain people in particular.
Let me say before I bring Coach Eddie in, I just wanted to speak on like the top co-main that makes sense to be honest with you for Turkey since he does have Devin under contract already is to do you know Devin Haney versus Lewis Crocker.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
that
that's the good code. That's a good co-main,
that's a good
and it makes
co-main.
sense.
A better one would be Ryan because niggas would turn in to see that because I want to see that fight.
But but y'all talking a quick turn now. If the fight is in May, I'm with y'all. If they push it out till May, 100%.
For who?
For Devin Ryan, for
AJ Wild.
AJ Fury. But right now they looking at making it March.
That's what I said. If they looking to making it mark, then they expect AJ to flatline Jake Paul on Friday.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Free. They ain't expecting
No,
much from from.
no, I'm just saying because if AJ, let's say AJ gets knocked out by Jake Paul. Let's just be hypothetical. He gets knocked out by Jake Paul. He's not going to be available for March.
Yeah, that's 1,000%.
You say you
You know,
say he
90
get
day
knocked out
suspension.
by Jake Paul?
I'm just speaking hypothetically. I said they're thinking that AJ is going to flatline Jake Paul because if Jake Paul, let's say hypothetically, Jake Paul knock out AJ, he's not going to be available for March. So they believe that AJ is going to knock out Jake Paul.
Yeah, that's the safe bet.
I'm
But
gonna make
anything's
some.
possible.
I'm gonna make some more shoulder content. God willing, for the weekend. Excuse me, for this Friday, but I'm gonna run this, man. Shout out to Jake, shout out to AJ.
I want to fight Anthony Joshua exclusive because I know that I will beat Anthony Joshua's.
Well, my thoughts on it is that Jake Paul's had a lot of accusations over the years for a guy who's had no amateur fights. What's he had, about 10 or 12 fights? Yeah, fights. I'm not sure what he's had. And you know, you look at the opposition he's had, and people saying, "When's he going to fight somebody?" He stepped up. He's stepping up to a two-time world champion, a genuine heavyweight, a proper heavyweight.
Hey man, it's gonna be a lit situation. Coach Eddie, let's go get an audio check. How you feeling today, Coach?
Yo, I'm good, brother. What's good, man?
Another great day to give thanks, Coach. AJ Fury, man, talk to us. Is it the biggest fight in boxing in your opinion?
It's good. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good fight, man. Like I say, I think every fight is the biggest fight in boxing right now. We always say that, you know, no matter who's fighting, if there's two big names we want to see it, we'll slap that label on it. Yeah. So when that fight is announced, that will be the biggest fight in boxing. Now, if you're talking about the biggest fight in boxing history, that's up for debate. But yeah, it will be the biggest fight in boxing at that time. Just like this Friday, the biggest fight in boxing is Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. This Friday, that's the biggest fight in boxing. And then, you know, when Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua announced their fight, that'll be the biggest fight. And when T.O. and Shakur they already announced their fight, when they get in the ring, that'll be the biggest fight in boxing for that night. See, boxing is one of them sports. It's just like, what have you done for me lately? You know, it's an appetite that can't be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? We just want on to the next. After you knock somebody out, they want to see who you got next before you even got out the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's the nature of the business, man. That's why no boxer is bigger than the sport, because if you're out of sight, out of mind, and it just take you know, a lot of people try to keep their fighter relevant just by just talking in the media. Which back in the day we didn't have this. We didn't have YouTube channels that just devote their freaking channel to one fighter that ain't fought in 25 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now in boxing, man.
Let me ask you this, Coach. What's your thoughts on what's a great co-main for you for this card?
For which one? Oh, Fury. I got you. Yeah, I like. I think Abdullah Mesa and the dude that just fought this past weekend.
Rematch?
He a Brit.
Oh, Cordina.
Yeah, that's a good fight. Hey, if Cordina was good enough for Shakur, he was good enough for Abdullah Mason, because Shakur was supposed to be fighting Joe Cordina, if I remember correctly.
Oh, but see, that the thing is that he wasn't good enough for Shakur. That's the problem. He wasn't. But I think that
but Patley was. You know what I'm saying?
No, neither one of them was.
Yeah.
They was giving Shakur a light test. Neither one of them was. But I think Joe Cordina.
So you don't want to see the Cordina versus Abdullah Mason fight, Free?
I mean, I'll watch it. I just don't think that it's going to really do anything for Abdullah Mason.
Would you rather see a rematch?
He's 21 years old. I mean, that's a part of his development. You got to remember, this kid is 21 years old, and you got to remember that every time you fight in an opponent in the boxing ring, it's not going to be a Hall of Famer. There's only so many Hall of Famers out there. You're going to have those guys, you know, those jobbers, those contender type fights in your resume. I mean, it is what it is, but it's a good fight for his development. You know, fighting a guy like a Joe Cordina who comes in and throw a lot of punches and all that stuff.
No, well, I know. I hear what you're saying. I'm talking about. We said a co-main event. You said Abdullah Mason versus daggone Joe Cordina. That's not a co-main event.
Nah, but them dudes fight
I'm
though,
not.
man. I mean, I'm okay. I see what
No,
you're saying.
I get what you're
Name
saying.
wise,
I get what you're saying.
maybe not,
Yeah,
but action wise, would
yeah.
you rather see a good? You know what you're going to get in that fight. You're going to get a good fight.
No. That's what I said. I will see it, but for a co-main event, not for this level of a fight. You talking about Fury versus AJ? That's a big fight. You
Yeah, I
put
think both of you guys are
Codina
right. I think
and
that
Abdullah Mason.
name recognition, it doesn't speak too well to having it as the co-main, but as far as the action that possibly can come of it, I mean, hell, I thought that the Abdullah Mason fight with my man, what's
Sam
his name?
Noakes.
Yeah, Noakes. I thought that was the main event. Did better than any fight on the card.
Yeah,
It was that good of a
that was a
fight.
So
good fight.
would you prefer to see a rematch over the Cordina fight? To here,
Um, you know what? I think my man did well enough for a rematch, but I do believe that it to me it was a decisive winner. I thought it was tough, but he decisively won a lot more rounds than Noakes did. But I'm not mad at it because of the aesthetic and that he made him definitely dig deep. Cordina would be something that would be something fresh and new, and Cordina just looked good in his last performance. Now, should he have gotten him out of there? Possibly so.
Now, now I do believe Joe Cordina versus Abdullah Mason will be a nice homecoming fight for Abdullah Mason. His first homecoming fight as a champion and a main event. I do believe that would be good, but for a co-main for this level of a fight, nah, I don't think that can go on the card, but not as a co-main. I would say somewhere around the second or third fight on the card, but not a co-main.
I think that also with that, if there's going to be a true homecoming fight for him, that's going to be taking place in the state of Ohio, then him versus A Bale would be a hell of a fight.
You talking Abel Bell?
Albert Bale,
I mean Albert Bell. I said Abel. Albert Bell.
yeah, I
Is
would love to
Albert
see.
Bell at 135 or was he at 130?
I think he had 35,
yeah, Albert Bell just moved up to 135, so
Okay.
he's
Okay.
ranked.
and
So I do think that would be a good because both of them from Ohio, but they was
they could
talking. I was
pack out
talking
the
to some people.
stadium.
I think I was talking to Marcus. Excuse me, Mark keeps saying that because BBO keeps be saying that. Ohio runs boxing there. I don't think they're gonna go in that direction for the first. Oh no, I was talking to Cam J. I'm tripping. I don't think they're gonna go in the Albert Bell direction for the first title defense
At
Now,
home, not
at
for the
home.
first title defense. I'm just talking about the one where they bring it to the state of Ohio to get the most out of that crowd. That would be a hell of a fight, especially if A Bell can go out there and string along some good victories. That could be something that they could actually showcase up in the state of Ohio. But yo, I ain't mad at the
I
other
agree.
fight that D Free was talking about. That would be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, Cordina.
Yeah,
I think he.
yeah, Cordina and Abdullah Mason for his first title defense at home. I think that'd be a good main event because especially what Cordina just did to the dude that he just fought,
Gabriel Flores, yeah, Anderson.
yeah, Julia Foy.
Uh huh.
Now I do believe that Abdullah Mason kind of makes easy work with Joe Cordina, but I think Joe Cordina does possess some tools that can possibly give Abdullah Mason some problems early on.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. He
Joe
can make
Cordina
different.
can punch a little bit,
He can,
but the
and
only thing
he
is he can get hit a little bit.
That's
So it's
what
gonna
that's
be a
and
what I
good
that's
say.
fight.
the
That's
thing.
what I say. I think he'll possess he possess some tools that can give Abdullah Mason some problems early on, but then Abdullah Mason will figure it out, and then I think it'll be easy work for Abdullah Mason once he figure out Joe Cordina.
They pushing Joe to fight Joe Abdullah because of course that would be Matchroom getting a belt off of a top ranked fighter, right? So it's going to be interesting to see
if
if
it's
they
a
can
win,
really
yeah.
get that, if they can actually
Yeah.
make that matchup happen, because that's going to be. I think if they had a 5v5 situation, that'd be a good fight.
So wait,
But
Yeah,
Abdullah is with
most definitely.
Matchroom?
Joe
Uh,
Cordina is.
top rank. Yeah, Joe Cordina's
Oh,
good match.
and
Yeah,
you're saying they're pushing for that for him to get the belt up off of Top Rank?
Aduna.
Hmm.
Aduna. They're trying to get
That'll
that.
be a tough task for him. But I
For
see what you're
Joe,
saying though.
Joe ain't Joe. That's what I'm saying. As long as Joe don't get clipped with nothing, Joe pretty good. But
Nah,
like you
I
saying,
like Cordina.
once he get into a dog fight, that's gonna show a lot.
Nah, I
You know what
like
I'm saying?
Cordina.
When he got in
But
that
I
dog
thought
fight with
Vetty.
Kakase, he didn't it didn't bode well for him.
Nah, I didn't. But I think it was a lot of things that went into that fight as well. I think the fight with Eddie Vasquez was the thing for me. You know, Vasquez I thought won the fight. I thought he pulled it out, but it was a hell of a fight. Both of them was doing some good
And
stuff up
McQueen
in that
favorite
ring.
fighter.
Yeah, Vasquez. That boy,
Mm.
that boy was giving it to him. I thought he won the last 3 rounds. I thought that was
Now
the
T
difference in the
Hill,
fight.
did you get a chance to watch the Pacheco card?
You said that one more time.
Did you got a chance to watch the Pacheco card?
I saw bits and pieces of it. Yeah,
Cook on
Yeah,
it
I
for me.
watched
What you
that
thought
whole
about
fight.
Scott Nicholson?
I like me some Sky Nicholson. I think against the right people, she gonna thrive. I think she you get her into some girls are in there and they're just good, and some girls they boxing is in their soul, man. You put her against somebody with boxing and soul, I don't know if that works out too well for her. But if you just put her in there with people who just are good,
Somebody that's gonna
she
fight her, T Hill, because that girl Luna don't have the style.
nah, not
Yeah,
at
she don't
all.
have the style to kind of that aggressive style. Let me bring in Coach Eddie. Coach Eddie, been quiet. Cook up real quick, Coach. What was your thoughts on the fights over the weekend?
I'm gonna start out with Pacheco fight. That dude, to me, is he's a domestic level fighter, man. That dude is nowhere near elite. He's in bubble wrap, and I see why they keep that dude in bubble wrap, man. That his performance to me was a terrible performance, man. Looked bad in the fight, got clipped, foot footwork all over the place. And I wish they would have did him like they did Devin Haney, man. It should have been points taken. That dude with that excessive holding, that dude held all night long. That dude was holding more than LTD, man. You know what I'm saying? Just holding on all night long. He was holding on more than Simply Red. That dude, they should have broke out the clinch counter. Somebody do the clinch count on that fight right there. It's well over in the hundreds. I would say, if I would estimate, probably at least over 120 to 140 clinches in that fight. Think about this: Devin Haney and Brian Norman. It was 78 clinches in that fight. Way more clinches in that fight. I would say at least double. So you gotta listen to what Eddie Hearn said. You listen to who they called out and who they didn't call out. That tells you everything. They called out 3 names: Edgar Berlanga, Jaime Munguia, and Jamal Charlo. They didn't call out anybody else. He gets in there with Mabilla, he's going to sleep. He gets
I
in there
think
with Lester Martinez, he's going to sleep. He gets in there with Andrade, he's going to sleep.
I think if he gets in them with those 3 names they called out, he goes to sleep.
He might, because you know what, he might, and that's a possibility. That's on the lower tier. So I'm just listening to I'm listening to who you don't call out, which lets me know you don't want no smoke with them guys. You know, for some reason, everybody know I'm an Andrade fan, but for some reason they act like this guy has just left the planet, brother. You know, like he doesn't even exist. Like nobody calls this guy's name. They don't mention this guy's name. Can't get a fight. They act like he doesn't even exist. It's a reason why, because he's
We
not
wouldn't
done
even
enough.
get a decent line on that now, Coach, because they're gonna have Andrade the favorite.
He would be the favorite in that fight, man. You think about this: if they felt like he was totally washed up, they would call him. Because who doesn't want a former 2-time champion on their resume with 1 loss? That's great for boxing. That makes your resume look good. Boxing's always been built on fighting old, diminished champions who you can put on your resume. To them, he's too risky. The risk is not worth the reward. Like, nah, this guy probably beat my guy, so we're gonna stay away from him. He's not totally cooked enough so we can call him out. But yeah, Pacheco, nah.
Hell nah. He definitely
Pacheco,
don't beat Andrade, man. I'm sorry, Andre. I'm sorry, Carrier. Don't. I mean, hell, Andre go up in that ring 168 and not no 198. That ain't gonna be more than enough to take care of. Pacheco's not like that at all, bro. I'm sorry.
nah, I see a lot of people making excuses for him. Oh, it was the style. But what about Steve Nelson? That was supposed to be a layup. To be honest, Steve Nelson. I mean, no shade to Steve Nelson. But he got a late start in boxing. Steve Nelson and Jake Paul. That would be a very competitive fight, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jake beat him. That's the level that Steve Nelson is on. Not to diminish his boxing skills, or it just is what it is. He just got a late start, and he's Bud's friend, and he gets a lot of opportunities because of Bud. But that was supposed to be a layup. That was supposed to be a highlight reel for Pacheco. The same thing with Kevin. Fight that happened this Saturday. That's supposed to be a knockout. That was supposed to be, hey, I'm here. I just knocked out an undefeated knockout puncher, and it was anything but that. It turned into be a freaking war. Man, and Pacheco, his freaking skills are just trash to me. I mean, yeah, he got a good jab, good right hand, all that stuff, but inside game is absent. It doesn't even exist. Then he grabs the guy and he does this windshield wiper type thing with his head, which is going from side to side, side to side. I said, what is that, man? Where's your inside game at? Why are you holding this guy so much? His plan was to go in there and clinch him every chance he got. It was crazy work, and they didn't talk bad about the man. Like if that had been Devin Haney fighting like that, man, they would have crucified him, man. It would have been just nonstop negative comments. Look at Devin, he's holding. Pacheco held more than any
That's
fighter
the
I've probably
discussion.
seen in the past 10 years, man. I've never seen a fighter hold. Only fight I can think of that held that much was him when Henry Akawande fought Lennox Lewis to the point where he got disqualified for holding. I mean, that was crazy, man.
That's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you certain guys move the needle and certain guys the fans and the public don't care about. Like when you deemed as a great, hey, how you doing? When you deemed as like when people compare you to the all-time greats of the sport, or you really getting you moving and shaking in the sport, you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people that want to criticize you for every little thing. But when you mediocre, coach, people don't really care that much. I know Eddie Hearn and Matchroom care because they the one that's fitting the bill and they trying to, they trying to do business in the US market, but the fans don't care. Yeah, they don't
I
care at
mean,
all.
Carrier said an interesting point, man. I will concede to it. He doesn't have trash skill set, but he definitely don't have no damn dog in him. And his grit is. I saw that when one dude came up to him and his people had to press him. He just was looking with a little goofy ass grin on there, but they felt like the dude was being. It's the dude suspicious. I think it might have been suspicious dude, but he just had this little funny look on himself. I don't think he got the dog in him like that. But I'll say what, man. I think that like Coach Eddie said, he ain't calling for certain fights. And I know sometimes that because they can't make certain fights, it's difficult to make those fights without giving up a little bit more bread than they would like to. And I think that he's still trying to make more money because he done took some losses in his career of making fights. But I don't know, man. I think Pacheco is somebody gonna have to come after his people that he loved for him to actually show the kind of fight in the ring that he needs to go up against the heavier talent. My
Problem.
opinion. Go ahead, D.
Yeah, free you went out. But
Oh yeah, no. What I was saying was, I think Pacheco problem is the fact he might need to get back with Jose Benavidez because what I saw was a 6'4" guy. This guy Pacheco is 6'4" with a 79-inch arm reach. The guy he was fighting was 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. The man had him. He had him by I think what 6 inches in height? No, 4. He had him by 8 inches in height, and he had him by 11 inches in arm reach. And there was no way that guy should be able to get to the inside. If you're a big puncher and you got a stiff jab, the guy just had the high guard up and just came forward. There wasn't no jabbing his way in. There wasn't no head moving to get to the inside. He was just coming straight forward. All Pacheco had to do was keep a stiff jab in his face and pivot. That's all he had to do. Stiff jab, pivot, throw a combination, pivot. That's all he had to do the entire night. He didn't have to move out of the center of that ring at all. He could have stayed in the center of the ring and just throw the jab and pivot the entire night, and that guy wouldn't be able to do anything. But the problem was he didn't know how to pivot. He don't know how to pivot. That's why I say he might need to go back to Jose Benavidez, because David Benavidez seemed like he's getting better, and Pacheco looked like he stayed right where he was at when he left.
I think with Pacheco, it's his temperament, man. That's who he is, man. You know, you can tell he fights to me like a guy who's been knocked out before, but he hasn't been knocked out. If that makes sense, you know, he's overly cautious.
And you saw that he can pivot, because he did it one time when he was on the ropes and the dude was coming in. He pivoted around, but he didn't throw nothing. He just pivoted around and then backed up. I'm like, throw the combination. You pivot around, put him on a ropes, throw a combination. You could have threw 2 shots to the body. Even if you was going back up, throw 2 shots to the body, then back up. You just pivot around and then back straight up. I'm like,
Yeah.
He ain't
I'm
trying to
gonna
win.
be honest. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say.
Well,
You
I'm
was
gonna say
gonna
this
say you're
before you
not high
go.
on Pacheco.
I'm gonna say this before you go. That guy that he was fighting was a Walmart version of Chris Mbili. If Pacheco was in there
That
with
part
Chris
right there.
Mbili, Pacheco would have got knocked out in the 5th round.
Not a
If
Timu
it would have went,
version.
he would have got knocked out in the 5th round.
So that's what I was
That
about
was
to
in
say.
that Billy test fight. Cook to you.
That's what I was about to say. Using the reach to your advantage and working behind the jab, man. What I would do is I would sit him down and have him watch that damn Fulton Foster.
Cool boy.
Yeah, that cool boy Fulton
Cool
Foster
boy
fight.
Oshaki. Yeah.
Yeah, Shock put on a damn clinic on how to keep work behind that damn jab and keep that distance. If I got the reach, I'm gonna keep you at bay. And he did it all night with intent.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't even go that far, because that's too much, because Oshaki used a lot of footwork. That's too much for him. I would put him in front of a TV and make him watch Gabrielle Fendora the entire night. Do what she do. She know how to use her height. She would throw a jab out there in a heartbeat and keep you at distance. I would make him watch
That's a
Gabrielle
fact. That's
Fendora.
a fact.
A lot of
That's
people
how
need to watch Gabby. That
Gabby fights better than
Cobra Cita need to watch Gabby.
Gabby fights better than a lot of guys I see fight. I see Gabrielle Fendora, and then I watch a lot of these guys. I'm like, oh, y'all don't even fight better than her. And she a female. She fighting at 115, 112. I'm like, oh, y'all got
Things
like,
is lining up for that Gabby Caroline Dubois. Whew.
well, Carolina, she's looking for Alicia. She want Alicia.
Yeah, I
I think
understand
that's
why she
I
want
think
Alicia. She probably see food, especially after that last performance.
that's
Yeah,
And
she
then
got
she just signed. She just signed with MVP too.
yeah.
yeah. I don't think Jake
She gonna
Paul
get
gonna
a
put them
lot
in
more
against each other.
opportunities for sure. For sure.
I don't see Jake Paul matching them up against each other.
I don't see why not. That's double money for Jake Paul.
He just want to
It's
make
all in
bread, man.
house. It's all in house.
You might, at the end of the day, the name of the game is making money. So, he might do it.
Yeah, I
I tell
mean,
you what,
I,
I've been
I
watching this. I've been watching this build
go
up.
ahead.
The Jake Paul build up and the Anthony Joshua. This dude right here. One thing about he has a great production team. He's good at painting pictures. They get actually, people are actually giving him a chance because of the picture that he's painting. It's almost like a doggone, like I mean, it's almost like a movie almost. Everything it's a well productive movie. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know what
And
you know why I think people really giving him a chance. I mean, it could be that too, coach. But I think because a lot of people believe that this fight is fixed. They believe that this fight is fixed. They think Jay Paul paid Anthony Joshua $80 million so he doesn't get knocked out.
and that's possible. It could be just to let it go the distance. But Jake ain't gonna win, but just let it look halfway competitive and let it go the
Yeah,
distance.
and I think that's the reason why a lot of people are giving Jake Paul some type of a out of probably winning this fight or making it the distance because they believe that, especially after what Mike Tyson said, they believe Jake Paul is paying so he doesn't get knocked out. And if they put it at a catchweight too, at heavyweight. You put a catchweight at a heavyweight? I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna get knocked out. It's just the amount of rounds. But I did look at the odds, and that was funny to me that they putting the betting lines on this, right? But the fight to go the distance, the full 8 rounds, is plus 360. So that means the bookies don't believe it's gonna happen, but that ain't no juice. Like for most fights, like a yard versus sea level fighter, it probably be like -1,000. You know what I'm saying? Or so the fact that it's only plus 360, the bookies is kind of protecting them. Either the bookies is kind of protecting themselves because they don't know. They don't know. So I'm expecting Jake to get knocked out within 3 rounds, probably by the third round. Yeah, I think he gonna I don't think he's gonna carry him past that. Yeah, I don't see him carrying past that for sure. Let me see here.
Yeah, but like I said, they're definitely capturing the imagination of
Hey,
the people.
I done
Because I'm
moved
looking.
around. About to hit this little lunch session, right? Got some roast beef, mashed potatoes, and carrots on the line. Oh man. Another beautiful day, man. Another great day to give thanks. We starting fight week. Listen, I was working all week, and y'all seen me the shorts I posted. I was working. But it's definitely fight week. Alicia Bumgarner, Leela Boy Dome. They already check out the page, you know what I'm saying? They faced off. Leela had those platform shoes on. And I was watching some of her tape, man. Leela Boy Dome pretty decent. We gonna see how she take those punches from Alicia though. It's gonna be a good fight. I ain't gonna lie. Unless Alicia Clipper, but Lila Boydon pretty tough. She stopped Elhim McCallum. Yeah, she stopped her. hmm And that's a Serafina fighter, so we gotta look out for that. Let me see. What did I miss? Oh, did I miss anything? Let me tell the guys this before we move on. Tim Zoo, he's back this week. He's fighting a guy that I can pull his name up real quick. Velasquez, Anthony Velasquez. He's from Springfield, Massachusetts. 18 wins, no losses, one draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. That's who Tim Zoo's gonna fight. And Sam Goodman is on the undercard as well. And then we do have on Wednesday morning, both of these cards on Wednesday morning. Nonito Donaire. Yeah, the Filipino Flash is back. He's fighting for the full world title. He's the interim champ. He's fighting the full champ, Saya Sasumi, or Saya Sasumi, excuse me. And it's gonna be a crazy fight, crazy event. My guy, El Chuyo, Rene Santiago is gonna be on that card as well. He's unifying the titles against Kasuki. So hey, listen, we working. What's happening, Curtis Robinson? Appreciate you pulling up, family. He said no Nito's 43. Yeah, no Nito getting up there. Hey, he's still wrecking though. He's still doing his thing. Shout out to Rachel. Shout out to Team Nonito, man. Hopefully he getting the win. I'm rooting for him. He a plus 270 underdog. Hopefully he can pull out the upset. Saya Sasumi pretty tough though. He can take a shot and keep working. Appreciate you, Curtis. That's love. Appreciate you, family. Yeah, they Nonito gonna be in a dog fight. There's somebody else on that card. So I think it's one other fight. Oh yeah, Princessa. Anthony Alasquaga. He's fighting on that card. So that should be decent. And then we got Tim Zoo this weekend. That's decent. Also on Thursday, Pro Box is back. Raymond Cardenas versus Eric Robles. Let me check that card. I was supposed to do this earlier. I want to pull this card up really quick just to see everybody that's on it. And then on Saturday, Callum Simpson is back. He's back against Troy Williamson. So that should be a good card. A good fight card. Blair Cobbs is back, man, versus Elliot Will. Blair Cobbs be fighting this weekend in the UK on BBC Sport, and so that's gonna be crazy, man. Y'all boy Blair Cobb, the I can't do it right now. I'm a little tired. The woo man, woo.
Yeah, yeah, he's pretty entertaining,
I
guys.
ain't about to
I
yell in
know, I know
everybody
he's
here.
been wanting to.
Shout out to Blair. Shout out to Blair Cobb. So we got an exciting fan friendly week. Really start on Wednesday. The fight's gonna kick off Wednesday. Let me see. Dinamita. Dinamita is back. Ramon Cardenas, 26 wins, 2 losses. You know he coming off against Stop by Inouye. They went 8 rounds. He dropped Inouye, and then Inouye came back and stopped him. So he's fighting Eric. I think that's El Terrible Robles. I mean Robles. Yeah, the terrible. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're gonna see. I think Ramon can get him. Ramon pretty good. I like Ramon Cardenas. He's pretty good. Maquan Williams is back this weekend. You know, coming off of the tough loss to Antonio Moran back in April. He's fighting Jair Valtieri. So that should be good. That should be a good fight. Yeah, that's a real good fight actually. I'm looking at the okay. Yeah, that should be a good mix up. Hopefully he's ready to bounce back. Dang, they got a third brother, or is this their cousin? The Valles got another brother. Kenyon Valle. So they got Dominique Valle, Marquise Valle, and they got Kenyon Valle. He's 1-0, 21 years old. Shout out to him, man. So he'll be on this card as well, man. Shout out to the Valle brothers and the Valle family. Right? Outside of that, good card. You know, I guess he's just, keeping busy using the arena. Shout out to Gary Jonas. Co-promoted by Samson Lukowitz. It should be fan friendly. It should be a treat. Yeah, Curtis. Yep, Nonito back this weekend, man. He's the interim champ right now. So yeah, he fighting for the full title on Wednesday. So yeah, so we have that on Wednesday morning. I'm gonna figure out and see if we're gonna be able to watch that on anything. I'm hopefully they put it on Top Rank Classics, but I'm not 100% sure. This is Tekken Promotions. Um, I believe that's Mr. Honda's promotional company. So yeah, Tekken. So we have to see. We got to see how it all play out, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just over here looking at these. I love this.
Almost knocked you out.
Yo, that's too funny, man. That's too funny. Even though it wasn't really true, but that was hilarious. Shout out to Shakur's daughter, man. Shout out to Shakur. Shakur in a good fight, a big fight against T.O. So we got a lot to look forward to. We got a lot to look forward to in the sport. Let me say this. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, man. Listen, I appreciate everybody that pulled up today that showed love. Hey, We building. We almost to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. That'll be the first tier of monetization. So keep supporting the channel. Keep helping the channel grow. I truly appreciate everybody showing love. We definitely working. Man, make sure y'all support the Sports Talk Network. D Free, BVO, TD, Crush the Legend, CDK, Just Ask One, Marky Dan, Democracy 101. You know, Dub Right Side. We grinding, man. The grind don't stop. Um, and y'all already know I got a lot of love and appreciation for everybody, and I'm truly thankful. And listen, on TikTok too, man. TikTok, I'm on TikTok as well, and they I do good lives on there. You know, it's a lot of teeny boppers, and you know, it's a lot of women on there. So you know what that means. Um, good time, good fun. You know what I'm saying? I be praying for the young, you know, the young people on there because they all over the place. You know what I'm saying? The young, the youth, they all over the place for sure. Angie B said, make sure y'all get y'all tickets to T.O. versus Shakur. Yeah, please do because they going quick. I believe they said 65% is already sold out for T.O. Shakur, and they are gonna open it up to the full room. It's gonna be the full showdown. Thrill Hill, what's salute, family? Appreciate you pulling up, showing love to Thrill Hill, hitting the like. Appreciate you. Yeah, T.O. Shakur, they was saying I was talking about is they gonna sell out, and it looked like it's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out even with the undercard, without undercard. People wanted to see the fight. People wanted to pull up to see two great fighters in the sport of boxing, put it all on the line and compete. That's just what it is. That's what we're gonna get. So I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna be at the end of January, January 31st. And then we gotta look. We're gonna have a date for AJ versus Fury. It'll probably be in the next. We probably will hear something after, right, Friday. It all depends on how everything shake out, but just keep your eye out on March for AJ Fury if they don't move it to April or something like that. Just gotta depending on how the the landscape, who they can put as the co-main, who's gonna be on the undercard. This gonna be a huge fight, man. A huge event, Wembley Stadium. They're probably gonna try to break the record that Fury Dillian White set where they had like over 90,000 in the building. That's crazy, man. To have 90,000 people in one place at one time is nuts. That's nuts. And in a compact area too. That's like them soccer matches overseas when something happened. And hold on, Devontae got injured too. Uh, dang, man. I didn't know Devontae got injured. Kerry, now you just talking, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you just talking.
Devontae Adams, he pulled a hamstring, but he had a sore hamstring coming into the game, and so he was questionable but coming into the game, but he went ahead and played anyway, and he pulled it going on a bomb, and he had the dude beat, but as he started his last stride, he felt something pull, and he came up limping, go for the pass. He just let it go past him. Um, but yeah, he pulled his hamstring. Something happened with Michael Parsons Lee. We're not sure if anything is tore. I didn't see any reports on it yet, and we know that Patty Mahomes he tore his ACL, so we won't see him until probably sometime in the second month of next year. He
Okay.
probably won't be back until the second month of next year. So I was going to do a video on that because this is the first playoffs in 10 years that KC has not is not going to be in it, and this is probably the
Yeah,
end
that's
of
crazy.
that era. Probably the end of that era because you got Kelsey. He's probably going to end up retiring at the end of this year. Patty Mahomes, he's out
Yeah.
injured. He won't be back until the middle of next year. This
Damn.
probably the most likely is the end of that era.
1,000%. It's definitely the end of an era. That's without question. But now, hopefully, man, these teams like it's just looking nasty right now, man. Pat gonna have to reinvent himself as a pocket
This
passer.
this year has been a whole year of injuries in the NFL. A lot of the guys that's making strides are guys that's either new or like second or third year in the league because all of the veterans are pretty much injured or they coming off an injury.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But listen, appreciate everybody that pulled up today to show love. That listen, we got some new subscribers, man. You too, rock with me, man. Push my stuff in the algorithm. This was crazy this past weekend. Um, we supposed to hit 500 already. TikTok, we moving. We at 600 on TikTok. So we grinding, man. Listen, we trying to get to the money, and the money's with the people. So hey, let's move. Let's work. But yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry to hear that Micah, Patty, and I heard Micah and Pat got injured, but now Devontae's injured too. That's nasty work. So, but we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna have another show. Hopefully something to happen. I don't know. Is the interest? That's why I talked about AJ Fury, because the hardcore, nobody really want to talk about Jake versus AJ because it's only negativity. They're gonna pretty much, say that it's probably not on the up and up, right? But we'll have to see. I think AJ will get him up out of there, and everybody will be happy. And Jake Paul will be back. Jake Paul will be back, and AJ will move on to Fury. That's just what it is. The real, Shanika Johnson, Sugar she's on the undercard. That's good to look out for. Caroline Dubois and Yokasa Valle possibly is still on that undercard as well. I just got to get confirmation of that. So shout out to the queens that's going to be in there pulling up. He said American fans only care about the same four fighters. You right. You right about that. And yeah, do tank topics, man. But see, the thing about it is that you want to do tank topics, but you also want to make sure that we making. How do I put this? We want. You can't have every topic for everybody, right? Every topic ain't for everybody. You know what I'm talking about, Carrie? Because my bad, I was getting a phone call. Hopefully, on my
Mm, you good?
My bad, free. I got a phone call, but yeah, every topic ain't for everybody. Some people can handle it. Like some people can't talk about women. They just get over. They get over the top. Some people can't talk about, out off the ring issues because they don't know how to handle it. Man, you get too emotional. You start calling people this and that, and you already know who gonna get the blame. B3 SBN. It's gonna be on me. It's gonna be on three. So, but I'm with you though, Carrie. Hey, said you'll be in that algorithm you use. Hey, use Tank. Yeah, you right about that. That's a great point. That's a great point. I was going to spam, but see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to. You got a good point. I'm gonna try some stuff, Carrie. I'm gonna try some stuff. I'm gonna try to post some stuff about Tank just to see if that's really what it is. What's good? What's good, Blue? Blue finally awake, man. It's 12. It's 12:33. Where Blue at, man? Blue finally awake. Listen, listen. This was a great show. Beautiful, man. Beautiful show. I appreciate everybody that pulled up today. It was fire. Yeah, all the American fans. All we care about is Tank, Devin, uh, Bud. Now, right? Let me see. Uh, Floyd. Mm, who else is big? Wilder and EJ was huge for American boxing. Yeah, they Shakur. I think Shakur gonna get that. Shakur get this win over Till. He gonna get there. It's just that personality sells, man, and that's why a lot of people don't like Devin is because Bill sells him. Because Devin doesn't have a great personality, like a great outgoing personality. So Bill sells him, and people don't like that. People like, man, let your son talk. It's like, no, this is called a business. It's not personal. If Shakur had a father trainer that could talk that talk, and Shakur all he had to do was smile and kick ass, that's all he would do. That's all. That's the name of the game. Listen, we playing smarter, not harder, and that's just what it is. Listen, appreciate everybody. They said Tank, Devin, Shakur, and Snack. That's a fact. Shakur is with Snack. And Carrie, we got that friendly 25 locked in on T.O. Shakur. So, hey, listen. And I don't even like the fact. I like the fact that I took that carrier, but I want to see a great fight, right? I really don't care who wins, who loses. I just want to see a great fight for the sport. And honestly, either one winning is good for boxing. A draw is not good for boxing. Either one winning. And I think a lot of people talking about this fight, a lot of people have concerns about whether or not it's going to be exciting for the fans. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stay tuned. I could talk to y'all all day, man. We, you know what I'm saying? We working. But listen, shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. My family just called me, so I got to call my family back. I'm about to get a phone call, about to eat some lunch. Listen, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Listen, don't take no wood nickels. And just remember, man, God is the greatest, man. We working. Let's go green.
All right, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers? You got to be soldiers, all right? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.